farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
On that farm he had some pigs.
E-I-E-I-O.
With a sheep here and a goat there. Camel. Eric from Ohio had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Eric from Ohio had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Eric from Ohio had a book.
E-I-E-I-O. And that book made no sense. E-I-E-I-O. So we fed it here, fed it there, pages flying everywhere.
Eric from Ohio had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Sometimes he shoots it straight.
E-I-E-I-O.
Sometimes he wipes his butt.
E-I-E-I-O. Pages spin and chaos reign. Sheep just stare like
Bro's insane.
the Quran is such a stupid book. E-I-E-I-O.
Every day the book gets zooted. Zoot, 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 zoot. Same book gets eaten. Zoot, 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 zoot. It gets zooted here, zooted there, zooted everywhere.
Everywhere, everywhere. Eric from Ohio zooted that book.
E-I-E-I-O, everyone, welcome back to another exciting adventure as we dive into one of the weirdest live streams I have ever watched. And I've seen some pretty weird ones from some people. So we got the chat there. Make sure if you think the Quran is a stupid book, make sure to hit the like button and let's go on in. As we go through this live stream, we'll probably be joined by a few others here. I'm hoping that at least one of them would jump on here pretty soon. I'm hoping there's not technical difficulties on that end. He's new to YouTube, so this is sort of one of his first live streams on YouTube. He does a lot on TikTok, but not so much on YouTube. But we must make a small correction here because up here in the corner is a certain number. It says 100 days. That's incorrect. We are no longer at 100 days of continuous content. We are at 107 days of continuous content on this channel. That is every single day something's going on. Be it live streams, shorts, or something along those lines. So very, very good. So if you guys have seen this, I know David did a reaction to this. We're going to take a look at it, and I want to know your guys' opinions. We'll have a poll on screen that will be going the entire time, and we'll look at the final results at the end. At any time, you could vote on that once it starts with 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat based upon what you think the truth is. So this whole thing was the whole setup for this live stream was Mohammed Hijab has got it in his head to start allowing open call-ins because he thinks maybe he's sniffing his own farts too much, but he is thinking that he can actually take on callers. He can actually deal with the topics. And he got owned by Godlogic, and then he false copyright strike him in order to get the video removed because he was too embarrassed by his own reaction, his own actions there on stream to allow it to continue. That was false, and it's getting put back up here very shortly because obviously Mohammed Hijab doesn't want to go to court once again. So I am joined by my lovely wife here. Hello, Elle.
Hey, how does my microphone sound?
Sounds good to me. would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm El. I run El ISO Elohim here on YouTube on this username. I also organize the free Seek and Share Truth conferences in Ohio. I try to dedicate my ministry to training and equipping people in apologetics, polemics, and evangelism for the glory of God. It's very important that we seek and share truth. He is the truth. And so I'm happy to do so with him and hopefully with you guys too.
Fantastic. So, if you guys want to sign up for that, that is in Cleveland, Ohio this year. If you guys want to sign up for that, the link is in the description. There will be the promo video for that played at the end of the stream to let you guys know what's going on. Again, it's free to you guys. We do fundraiser to help it out, but I do not want costs to be a hindrance for you guys. But I do want you to register so we do actually get good numbers. So thank you very much for that, guys. And let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here with this video. So this whole live stream was, again, an open call in from Mohammed Hijab's channel. So if you want to challenge the champ, you can call in and do it. And IP is like, I'll do it. So IP goes ahead and gets on there, getting the queue ready to go up. And Mohammed Hijab sees him and switches out immediately. I mean, it's a clear and obvious setup that he's just switching out for Dean. I think it's Dean responds to take on the conversation instead of him. Because, well, let's say last time he actually took on a caller that knew his stuff, it didn't go so well for him. So we'll start off with that little section there. Again, IP's probably, I haven't seen the full thing, so I'm expecting IP to be a little surprised that he calls into Mohammed Hijab's channel on a live stream to challenge Mohammed Hijab, and he gets someone else instead. It should be interesting. Let's go ahead and dive on in.
Alaikum. How you guys doing?
How you doing? Well,
Yeah, sorry about my
Dean,
camera. I don't know what's going on. It's just
what it is, Dean,
luckily
I
I'm
think
clear.
that you need to. We want to get you on the field, brother. Okay. We want to give you. We want to get you on. We want to get you on the field. All right. We want to get you debating some people and doing something. So
Yeah, sounds good.
Zishan, choose an opponent for him. Dean's gonna have a little debate now. You're gonna choose a Zishan opponent for this brother, and we'll come off completely.
This was an obvious dodge by Mohammed Hijab. He did not want to have to deal with IP at all. In fact, he just used Dean Responds as a scapegoat, throw him to the wolves, and dodge as quick as possible. I mean, he's physically dodging there to get out of the camera view.
All right.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Oh, wait, where'd Hijab go?
Hey,
What
IP,
happened?
how you doing, man?
I thought I was coming to talk to the champ. He just took off. He's hiding
Yeah, the
behind
champ's
you,
right
man?
here. He's waiting for you. It's right
Oh,
on
you're the
panel,
champ.
right
So
for you.
you're better than Mohammed Hijab. You're a better debater.
I'm the best person on the panel right now. Yeah.
Oh, you are. So you're the most knowledgeable. You're the best debater. You are better than Mohammed Hijab.
Yeah.
Is
Between
that
me
what
and
you're
you,
telling me?
there's myself.
So he don't
yeah.
want to talk to.
So, yep, he called into Mohammed Hijab's channel, and Mohammed ran from his own channel. Mohammed Hijab ran from his own channel. It's a little embarrassing. I mean, we've had multiple people on one panel before where we've had open call-ins, and we've allowed people to talk and engage each person. But I mean, I don't pull myself off the screen. I don't go hiding. I mean, that is literally just hide. Okay, I don't even want to be here when IP is here. He's too much for me. I'm going to hide.
Well, I think we might have a challenger in the backstage, so I'm just gonna.
She's gonna hide. She's gonna pull Mohammed Hijab and hide. Hello, Berlin Bull. Welcome, brother.
Don't go anywhere. I'm not scary like IP. What's up, guys?
Welcome
Hi.
welcome to YouTube.
Thank you. First time ever actually streaming on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you guys
So
for having me.
let me pull off the video. We'll get back to the video in a little bit, but we'll go ahead and just give a little bit of an introduction to you, to the audience, because, well, how about now?
Can you hear me but not him? Or can you hear neither of us?
I would tell you to rejoin and come back in, but that's not.
I can't hear anything. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
I'll let him know in the chat if you want to. Well, I don't know if he knows about the private chat. Yeah.
Oh, I tell him, but that won't help anything now, will it?
Did you you message him?
I messaged him on the through text, so hopefully he'll be able to get that. If he rejoins, it might work.
I can't hear, guys.
Yep.
Do the phone thingy again.
Check the phone. Text you. Rejoin. Because StreamYard has been funky with some devices recently. He checked the phone. The phone. I sent message on the phone. On phone.
I don't know what you're saying, bro.
Okay. 2 words. Look. Phone. Message.
Yes. See, senor. Can you hear me then? You can hear me or no? Oh, you guys can hear me. I just can't hear you.
I can hear you.
What's going on? All right, hold on. Let me try my laptop. Hold on. Let me send this link over to my laptop.
As he is figuring that out, I'll give you a little bit of background how we've run into each other. So we actually ended up running into each other up in, when we went up to Dearborn, we ended up going out to eat together. A whole group of apologists. I'll remove you from stream for now, just to let him go. Hopefully, turn on your camera if you can see us and hear us, because you can still hear us in the background. So we ran into him there. I was actually sitting next to him, which was so funny because on TikTok, I started up TikTok again, started going through everything there, and it ended up, I ended up seeing his stuff beforehand, so I ended up following him for a while. And then we ended up sitting next to each other, and then afterwards, I got an update on my phone, and I looked at it, I was like, oh, Berlin Bowl posted something. Oh, I wonder what that is. And it's like, oh, it's a video of us. I didn't connect the dots. So that was on me. Hey, Fairy Tale Life, it's good to see you. So we'll go ahead and continue with this video while he's figuring out the technical difficulties. And we'll see what happens. So we've got Dean Responds versus IP again, because Mohammed Hijab decided to run the tower he is.
He wants to run, is what you're saying.
No, I think you're just not at his level yet. I think you still need to reach another 500k subs to reach his subs.
Oh, okay. So those other guys he was talking to, they have that many subs?
Oh, I'm not sure, man. You're gonna have to bring.
Yeah,
it up
I didn't
with him.
think so. No, they don't have that many. But so he's running from me because he's scared and he wants to hide behind you. So I just want all your Muslims out here to see what's going on.
Look, IP, we've engaged before. It's fine. Look, Hijab's been engaging with people. He engaged with Avery the other day, so we can engage.
Yeah, guys, and that didn't go so well for Mohammed Hijab, now did it? That was pretty bad. El, if you're typing, it's extremely loud. Thank you. So, yep, did not work out so well for Mohammed Hijab, and now he's avoiding. Again, it is IP calling into Mohammed Hijab's channel, and Mohammed Hijab's nowhere to be found. And Dean responds instead because Mohammed Hijab decided to duck.
How about instead
Why
of
don't I-
discussing the engagement, we actually engage?
No.
Okay, let's see if we've got this fixed. Pulling you on back up. Hopefully you can hear us.
I can hear you guys.
Perfect.
We got it. Yep. Continue.
So if you would, I am getting a little bit of a feedback from you.
You are?
Whenever I talk, yeah. We'll get this all worked out. You're muted right now, which is fine. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. I gave kind of a rundown of how we met, which is funny because I was already following you beforehand on TikTok, sent you a message, and then ended up, we're sitting there at dinner eating right next to each other, and I didn't realize who you were until I got an update on TikTok from you. And I looked to see what the post was. And I was like, oh, cool. Let me check this one out. And it was of us. It was a video of us on the street corner. And I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, crap. I connected dots now. So luckily,
I actually thought you followed me after the fact. I didn't even realize you were following me beforehand. But yeah, so I go by Berlin, Trinitarian Christian apologist, defender of the faith. And one of the homies. It was a pleasure to meet you guys. You guys are awesome. Happy to be here.
So if you guys want to check out his content that he makes, you can check him out on TikTok and YouTube now. His channel is linked in the description. So you guys can go ahead and go down there and check him out through that.
Eric got me on YouTube now. I'm still working out the kinks, as you can see, but we'll get it together. No worries.
Oh, yeah. We'll take over both platforms here very soon. Very, very soon, by the sound of it. We should have a lot more apologists on TikTok here very shortly. Which should be interesting.
Amen. While you guys are watching the video, I'm going to try to switch this over to my MacBook. So keep it going. Don't let me distract you.
So let's dive on in.
I came to speak to the champ. I want to speak
I'm
to
the champ. I'm right here. I'm for
so
you, man.
you are better than Muhammad. You're a better apologist.
I'm
than
the
Muhammad
best person on panel here for you right now. Yeah.
You're the best. So you're
So
saying
how
right
are we
now,
going to do this?
Muhammad
Is we're going to do.
debate me. No. I need some verbal confirmation here. So you're a better debater. You're a better apologist than Mohammed Hijab. That's what you're telling me here.
I'm the best one on the panel. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
keeps avoiding the question, just like he avoids all the other questions.
The best one on the panel. You know this dude right here. I seen him for the first time when they were bickering with Daniel Hikikachu and whatnot. This guy and Jake were beefing with Daniel. And he's such a bot that all his knowledge is literally just attacking Christianity. When Daniel asked him a simple question about Islam, he froze. He didn't know what to say. These people don't even know their own religion. They cherry pick verses and get arguments from ChatGPT to attack Christianity. They don't actually know anything about Islam.
I think that's very true. Definitely with a lot of the new guys coming up, they have very little foundational understanding of Islam, but all they want to talk about is the Bible, and maybe some church fathers, quote mining the snot out of them. So let's go ahead and continue.
You can't act. So Mohammed Hijab can't debate me. He's running. He's scared. He got cooked by Avery last week.
Hijab wants to platform me. He sees me as someone that's up and coming. He wants me to engage with people.
PTSD from last week. Is that what's going on?
Do you have PTSD from the last time we engaged when you conceded conscious edits?
Is that what's going on? So he got
the conscious edits thing is such a stupid claim. No,
cop out.
That's the same claim that they've always used. They just changed the wording and now it's conscious edits, not just corrupted. It's like it means the same thing.
Yeah, actually, I think Malik threw him under the bus about that too. He said they got that argument from ChatGPT. Didn't Leaky Leak say that?
I don't know if Leaky Leak said that. I don't remember. I wouldn't be surprised, but I have not seen all of Leaky Leak's information and live streams.
I've been told
not that big of a fan.
But
he was I was on a panel with him on TikTok earlier today. He's talking about, you're on the wrong team, Berlin. You're on the wrong. I said, yeah, when pigs fly, buddy. When pigs fly.
Godel?
When he joined a stream that I was on with Apostate of Allah, like about a week and a half ago, he, was
By the way, when I mute, you still get the echo when I mute?
No. Do you hear L?
Oh, what happened? I lost the sound again.
Check the sound device. Go ahead, L.
So he was championing, his sketchily promoted former underage Dawa girl, and pulled Cora up, and Cora was running conscious edits with Sarah. I had already dropped before that point because I did not want to be a part of that. And so then once I dropped, Cora started, mock debating Sarah. I say mock debating because the whole time Sarah was like, I want to, do a real debate. And she's like, we're just going to talk right now. But yeah, Malik was championing Cora, who was running conscious edits. And even though I've been told that Malik has spoken out against conscious edits, it was instantly awesome as soon as Cora did it, I guess, from my understanding.
Well, she is his little groomed toy. So
is the echo still? Is the feedback still there?
Let's see. Nope.
I don't know what's going on. I don't hear it. Audio is going in and out.
Guys, he literally got off the screen the moment he saw me. He went and they said, "Oh, we got to get Dean up here. Hurry, get Dean up here." The moment you were ready, man. Now they bring.
No, I've been here for the past hour, man. Bro. I've been here for the past hour.
Cowardly this is. This is so cowardly.
There's no coward. Listen, instead of engaging about the engagement, let's just engage.
No, I came because this was a Q&A with Mohammed Hijab. I want to ask Hijab a question. Why can't I ask Hijab a question? I came to ask him a question.
Sure, you can ask him a question, but aren't you here to challenge Islam and make the case for Christianity?
I'm here.
No, this is Mohammed Hijab's channel. It was Mohammed Hijab who was welcoming people in to debate. It was Mohammed Hijab who was having debates beforehand. Now, all of a sudden, we got to switch someone else in. Because I don't want to have to actually deal with IP because it might go the same way. Actually, very good chance it would go the same way as Godlogic's little conversation with him went.
You can do that with anyone on panel, sure. No, look, it looks like you're running now because I think Hijab's fine in speaking to you as long as we engage first. I think there's no issue with that.
Is he gonna? So I want a verbal confirmation from Hijab. If we talk, I will talk to him after.
Yeah, it's up to him. Sure.
So okay, so he's not gonna. He can't agree.
It's up to him. It's I'm not the owner of the channel, but all I know is it's me and you on panel. People want us to engage, so I don't know why you don't engage this, man.
You guys seeing this? I can't talk to Hijab the moment.
Are you naturally that red, or you got sunburn? Are you just really shy right now?
Dude, I'm Irish. We're red all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. This is how we are. We're just red people. What are you talking about?
You get really sunburned down in Miami or something?
No, I got sunburned when I was out in California. I was on the pier.
California, okay.
Yeah.
So look, listen, man, we can listen. It's that
again. His channel. Come there to talk. IP's fine doing a debate with Dean Responds here, as long as he gets verbal confirmation that he's going to talk to Hijab. Now, let's be honest. Even if he did, Hijab would just wiggle out of it because that's kind of what they do, right? We even saw this down in Columbus when we were down there with Avery and David and everyone with the Dawa table. They'd say, "Sure, we'll go back and forth. We'll pick a topic, you pick a topic, and we'll go back and forth." And it's like, okay, fine, we agree. As soon as it came time for the Christians to pick a topic, "Oh, you guys already did. We don't need to talk about it because you guys already did. So my next topic." It's like, no. Yeah. They'll just wiggle out of it no matter if it's a verbal confirmation or not.
if you're gonna say he's running, then you're equally running right now because you're not engaging with me right now.
No, IP joined on Mohammed Hijab's channel to talk to Mohammed Hijab. Not that complicated. And Mohammed Hijab immediately leaves. This is not Dean Responds channel. It's Mohammed Hijab's channel. I can't emphasize that enough because it's just all the claims. Oh, you're running from me. No, you're not who I came here to talk to. Very simple.
Listen, I've already had a long conversation with you multiple times. I came to talk to the champ.
Let's do it here. Let's do it one-on-one.
Hide behind you. I want everyone to see.
Let's do it one-on-one right
now. Mohammed Hijab is
the champ is here. We're gonna change the thumbnail to my face with saying the champ's here.
I'm here for Hijab, not the pups. So if he's gonna hide behind you guys, like he did with the Orthodox Muslim,
from your eyes, Hijab thinks you're a pup. So this is an equal matchup.
Okay, well then he can come talk to me then and tell me that. Why can't he come in and confirm what you said? He'll have a conversation with me.
I'm not here to engage.
Again, Mohammed Hijab is just slightly off screen. He literally removed himself from screen. So at any time, Mohammed Hijab could have added himself and said, yeah, I'll talk to you after you're done talking to Dean Responds. You guys hit a couple topics, and then we'll have our discussion. No. Every minute that goes by in the stream is proof that Mohammed Hijab is just a coward. It's when it comes down to it. My goodness, our technical difficulties continue. Berlin Bull had some technical difficulties, and now Elle needs to reboot her computer. Oh boy. It's the jinn, I tell you, it's the jinn.
About engaging. Either we can discuss, and
you're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to be talking to the champ here.
You can bring your best case against Islam. Look, you've got time to make the best argument against Islam, and then I'll make the best argument against Christianity.
This was a Q&A with Hijab.
The Q&A with me,
No, you. So you take over the channel.
It's a Q&A with the champ myself,
You are the champ. You guys hearing this? Dean thinks he's better than Mohammed Hijab.
I'm the champ on the live.
In terms of
between me and you,
imagine if David or any Christian did this. Imagine if I did this, right? Someone comes on my channel, and as soon as I see them down below, lined up, ready to come in, I'm immediately removing myself from the screen and putting someone else up. So here, you go take care of this. You go take care of him. I mean, IP called it out. This is the same thing he did with Libiano. Pulling Libiano in whenever Hijab was getting embarrassed. Because Hijab cannot handle any actual conversation. He cannot handle anyone actually pushing back on it. Welcome back.
Are we on?
Oh, it should be on. I hope you're on. I can hear you. Are we good? Okay. Fantastic. Let me remove the other one from the studio. Kicking that one. There we go. So, real quick here, since our numbers have increased, let's go ahead and do a real quick introduction. Who are you and where can people find you?
What up, guys? I go by Berlin Bull. You can find me on TikTok mostly. My buddy Eric here finally got me on YouTube, so we'll be getting the setup slowly but surely.
Sounds good. So make sure to take a look at his stuff in the chat and in the description down below. And my wife is back, and we can go ahead and continue. Is there any sort of impressions you guys have so far on this conversation? I mean, it hasn't been too intellectual. I think it's been pretty obvious what's going on. But I'd like to hear from you too.
Yeah, I mean, Hijab promoted this on X, like, pretty hard about how, you know, he was going to be doing these things where anybody could call in and talk to him. So if he's not even there to talk to, that's completely different than, like, just like you mentioned earlier, like sitting on a panel and there's a bunch of people and, you know, maybe one person is taking the primary blunt of the conversation or something. But yeah, no, he like, and then just drops off.
Yeah, he did the Homer Simpson meme.
Absolutely. Real quick. Saw IP and oof, gone into that bush.
Yep. We're good on the feedback. No feedback.
No
Sounds
feedback.
good.
Sounds great.
Looks good too.
Sweet. It's gonna look better. I'm not in my actual spot, but we'll get there. Just wanted to jump on. You guys are actually on time. I was expecting, like, you know, what does David call it? Pakistani time?
No, we roll with the actual times. Mostly because I occasionally stream on Rumble, and Rumble's really strict about going on time. If you go 1 second late, they block the stream.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
I don't have an option.
Good to know for when I get on Rumble.
The champ.
Islam.
Sure.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is pathetic, man. How cowardly is
All right,
Hijab?
IP, can we engage
Come on,
now? Okay, so what's your best argument against
I came
Islam?
to talk to Hijab.
What's your best argument
I came
against
to
Islam?
talk to Hijab.
What's your best argument
Where
against
is
Islam? Go
Mohammed
ahead.
Hijab? Why did he even get
Do
off
you not have an
camera?
argument against
He had to
Islam?
close his camera, guys.
Do you not have an
He is
argument against
running.
Islam?
This is pathetic. I had a.
Don't you
I had a
believe your
great
argument
question
works
to
against
ask Hijab.
anyone? Why
No,
does
no,
it depend
I
on who
came
you're
to talk
engaging
to
with?
Hijab. Why is he running? Why is he running?
You're running. It's
No,
between
no,
me and
I'm
you
right
right now.
here.
You're
waiting for
not
Hijab
making
to
any
come back.
argument. Why
I'm
aren't you
waiting for
making any
Hijab to
argument?
come back.
Now, the comments that are being pulled up are, of course, done by Hijab behind the scenes. He's pulling up these comments, or at least his team is. So they keep pulling up, why is IP crying? Or IP cry harder, kiddos. No. Again, no, that's not why they came there. That's not why he was there.
I'm waiting for Hijab to come back. He comes back. I'll talk. I'm happy to talk. So have him come back.
I'm the owner of the live. I'm the owner of the live right now. So you're on the panel. Are you going to engage or?
Now, I know this is a little tedious going through here, where basically IP say, where's Mohammed Hijab, the owner of this channel? And Dean responds, oh, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. But it actually puts in perspective what happens later, which is going to be the serious meat of the issue that's brought up.
Are you going to dip?
Wow.
Are you going to engage or are you going to dip?
Hijab is tapped out, guys. He's given up. He's
Seems
run.
like you're
He doesn't
tapping
wanna
out. It looks
do
like you're
this anymore.
suffocated right now.
He's just here for clicks and views. He can't engage with the Christians.
IP.
Your
IP.
ladies
IP.
and gentlemen.
You're just crying right now. It's just
engage with
embarrassing.
Christians.
It's just embarrassing.
It's embarrassing that Hijab left.
What's your best argument
It's
against
embarrassing
Islam?
that
Go
Hijab
ahead.
left.
What's
It's
your best
embarrassing
argument
that
against
Hijab
Islam?
left. No, I
What's-
came to ask Hijab
What's your best
a question.
argument against Islam?
Have him come up and I'll talk to him. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, this is not your platform to make any negotiations, bro.
It's not his platform either.
Dude, I cannot believe they tried to pull this off. This man, Hijab, literally walked off the set when IP showed up and then came back when IP left. Like, pathetic is an understatement at this point. I can't believe these guys.
Yeah, so, and do remember that Mohammed Hijab took this down. He took this live stream down, privatized it, because David said, I might do a review on this and take a look at it. And it's like, oh, well, we're not going to have that now. So, oh boy.
So it's either you're going to engage. It's either you're going to engage or you can leave.
No, I'm going to stay here till Hijab gets back. He invited Christians.
I'm going to stay here until you engage with me.
He invited non-Christians.
Do you not have an argument against Islam? Would you like to take your shahada because you don't have an argument?
Oh, I've got plenty. Hijab's running though. He's
go ahead.
terrified of these
Why did you depend?
And again, keeping context, Hijab could just as easily do this. Oh, look, I'm back. That was not hard. I clicked a single button. And here I am.
Who's on the platform?
He's absolutely terrified of these arguments.
Hijab's whole audience here waiting for your argument against Islam.
Yeah, I'm waiting to talk to him.
I'm waiting for
Why
your
can't
argument.
I run my arguments on the champ?
You can run your argument before any claim we have against Christianity. What's your argument against Islam?
Hide behind the
What's your argument against Islam?
I'm not. So again, I'm going to give him another couple minminutes. He don't come, then I guess he's just running. He's scared. Okay, so let's just,
if you leave after a couple minutes, then you're just running. You're just running. You just feel like you can catch Hijab off guard, but you know you can't catch me off guard. That's why you feel like you can catch him off.
That's the point. Yes, IP could so easily catch Hijab off guard. It doesn't take much. Considering Hijab's greatest claim to fame is saying 4 or 2.
You know what's crazy? Hijab used to look like he actually knew what he was talking about back in the day when we used to see him on Speaker's Corner, and he was like rhetoric maxing and, you know, sounded like he actually had some knowledge. But as soon as he started talking to people that actually know what they're talking about, he looks pathetic. I mean, any recent conversation I've seen of his was absolutely horrific. Avery mopped the floor with the guy. He didn't want him. And then our buddy John, bought by blood, you know John, right? I think you do.
Mm-hmm.
John went on there and mopped the floor with him. I mean, I guess we can't blame him. Can't get mopped up 3 days a week. You know, it's a little much. I guess we get it.
And guys, remember, okay, so Avery goes to Ohio, goes to 2 different Dawa tables, completely destroys both of them, goes up to Dearborn in front of a mosque, completely destroys any arguments there. In fact, there's no actual good Dawa so far at all. Goes to in front of I think it was the town hall in Dearborn. No good arguments there either. I mean, we kept getting Muslims giving drive-by Dawa.
Drive-by Dawa, right.
Not a single one of them was willing to step out and engage with Avery there. He went ahead and we went after that to a couple other places. Still no good Dawa. Well, it turns out afterwards, he goes back, he leaves Dearborn, jumps on with Mohammed Hijab, and then completely destroys his arguments and his career.
Right.
I mean, Avery's on fire, man. Holy cow.
He really is. And I love every second of it.
So that is where Mohammed Hijab's coming in. It's like he's a little butthurt from the whole getting spanked by Godlogic there.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
Intellectually.
But you know, you can't catch me off guard. That's why you're running right now. This is the same thing with Avery last week. Avery left when Libiano joined. You want to join as long as I join.
So he's right.
He said it. He said the quiet part out loud. Of course, Avery left when Mohammed Hijab decided no longer to have this conversation, that he needed to call in a helpline in order to deal with Avery. No kidding. We are here on Mohammed Hijab's channel to talk to Mohammed Hijab with his Mohammed Hijab's open call-in. What a big surprise, right? This isn't rocket science.
Running because he knows he cannot answer my objections.
Brother, why are you like manifesting? Just say your argument.
Terrified.
Just
He's
say
not
your
knowledgeable. I guess his 6 degrees don't actually
Just
help.
say your argument.
His 6 degrees aren't going to save him. Dean admitted he is running.
Do you have an argument against Islam? Would you like to take a shahada?
He's worried. So guys, there you guys, you see it. Hijab
so guys,
running.
look, IP has no argument against Islam, so it looks like he's going to take a shahada. Repeat after me. Say ashhadu.
Look at that, guys.
No
Thanks for coming,
Islam.
everyone.
You know the say ashhadu line. I pulled that on a Muslim the other day on live. He kept jumping to the Bible every time we asked him a question. I said, dude, like, what do you did you sound like you're leaving Islam, bro? We gotta get you to retake your shahada. Say after me, ashhadu. He was so salty about that. I did not like that.
Well, I mean, again, that's what we're seeing with the new Dawa guys. It is running to the Bible because they can't defend Islam. They know they can't defend Islam, or they try to threaten and dox people.
Yeah. Lately, I've been telling them, hey, dude, look, the Bible being false doesn't help your case. It doesn't make your book true. I'll grant you anything you want. The Bible is false. Don't worry about it. How does that prove Islam? We're here to prove Islam. Can you do that? Nope. All right. Kick rocks.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Thaddeus from Reason Answers. He might be able to join us later, but for now he's preoccupied with another stream. He always asks Muslims quite often, why do you believe in Islam? You know, why do you think it's true?
That's my prompt on TikTok. You see my prompt on TikTok. It's why are you in the big 2026? Why are you Muslim? I don't want to attack the weaknesses of your religion. I want you to give me the strongest case, because no matter what they say, I can think of 20 things off the top of my head that are wrong with it. So I ask them, you tell me, why are you Muslim?
And let me ask you, with all the Muslims who have answered you, how many of them run to either Christianity is false or something's wrong with the Bible as the answer for why they believe
every other person is like, why are you Muslim? Well, because Christianity. Well, because that's not what I asked you, dude. That's not what I asked you. Why are you Muslim? You don't like Christianity? That's fine. There's 1,000 other religions out there. Oh, dude, I had this guy yesterday. I'm chopping it up right now. I'm trying to learn the editing portion of it. But this dude came on and said he's a 20-year scholar of Islam and he's been studying this, that, and the other. I said, oh, okay, 20 years. Okay, well, that's good, because all the Muslims always tell me I should go talk to a scholar. So I guess we finally got one. Dude, 5 minutes in, he was running, coping for dear life. Coping for dear life. He goes to me, prove to me the Quran was changed and I'll give you a kidney. But by the
Don't
end
want
of
your
it,
kidney.
By the end of it, if it wasn't for Christian charity, he would have had no kidneys left. I was like, keep the kidney, brother. Keep the kidney. Don't worry about it. It's on the house. It's on the house this time.
Oh, see, Berlin Bull is so generous giving kidneys away that he
Christian
could rightfully
charity,
claim.
Christian charity. I said, oh, it's unchanged, huh? Well, what happened to the suckling verses that the mother of the believers, Aisha, told us about? You know, very odd concept, but, you know, we're not going to get into that right now. But mother of the believers said they used to recite these suckling verses about being mahram, about breastfeeding grown adults in order to make them family. Where are those verses today? I don't see them anywhere. What's the guy say? The scholar. What do you mean when you say verses? Oh, you don't know what verses means now. The definitions get all skewed up when it's time to answer some questions. They don't know what verses are. They don't know what the Quran is. It's crazy.
The answer is a goat ate them.
I'm like, dude, what do I mean by verses? This is the textbook definition of the word Quran. It's literally the textbook definition of Quran. These suckling verses, they were revelation given to your prophet, who he then taught you, and they used to recite it until the time of his death. That's what Aisha says verbatim. It's Quran by definition. So where is it? What's a verse? Yeah, what's a verse? Exactly.
What's a verse?
What's a verse?
Nice.
Exactly.
Guys, make sure to like and share this live stream as we dive on in, and check out Berlin Bull and his channel in the description.
Yep. If you're on TikTok, come see me on TikTok, guys. I'm new to YouTube. Eric got me on YouTube, but I'm mainly on TikTok, Berlin Bull. Check me out.
So I in response to those verses, because I just think it is such a bad look. Those verses are so bad. I got one of those screaming goats. Oh. And David Wood asked me for Christmas one time. He said, "Send me a goat." And I was like, "I could get you a goat." So I got one of those. I took some pages from the Quran, ripped them up, put them in the mouth of the goat, and hot glued it in.
Oh, no.
So it's got it's chewing on the goat, and you can have it scream. And that's been a big thing. I need to make some of those for our website so we can sell them online, and everyone can have their own screaming goat that's eating the Quran.
I absolutely love it.
I appreciate it. We have now seen the cowardliness of Hijab here.
This is the cowardice of IP. He doesn't even want to engage with a 23-year-old random Muslim online.
I've already talked to this pup multiple times.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got baked multiple times.
Get back in your place and send your boss out here. That's exactly his point.
Yeah, it's like, okay, again, I'm here because the guy who keeps claiming to be the champ is doing an open call-in, and nothing's happening.
The champ of what? What is he the champ of exactly? You know what's funny? The new generation Dawa, they don't even respect him, dude. Like the guys I talk to on TikTok, the nobodies tend to be better than these guys that are known, have all these followers and all this. The nobodies I talk to on TikTok on a regular basis on my live are better than Hijab, and they don't respect Hijab. I've never heard a single one of them. They'll name drop Libiano. They love Libiano. That's their new daddy. So every other person like, oh, go talk to Libiano. I've never heard not one of them mention Hijab or put some respect on his name. They don't even respect him. Champ of what?
So this is what I'm saying. Again, David's pointing this out quite often, that you'll have Dawa guys just go through cycles. Like we've had Dawa speakers and they fade away. They fade away. Dr. Zakir Naik, who's watched any of his videos recently? I mean, seriously, go to his videos and you see over 1 million subscribers, and he gets maybe 1,000 views,
right,
on his videos. Maybe.
That's crazy, because I just made my YouTube 2 days ago and I got 1,000 views.
Yeah, it's like that. That's the level that he's got millions of subscribers, except he can't get hardly any views.
No,
because
the young guys don't respect these guys. They look at them as dinosaurs. The new generation,
they fade away.
Yeah,
and I think Mohammed Hijab is on his way out. Obviously, he's had a lot of financial issues this year. Declaring bankruptcy and everything, which is like, okay, well, I mean, he made his own bed there. He's got to deal with it.
Yep.
Ali Dawa has become nothing more than a carpet salesman on his own streams. It is incredibly, even then, the rugs he's selling aren't even worth a darn. You can see through them. But I've seen him do streams where he's behind these big, huge moving trucks. And he's got nothing to do with the moving trucks. He's just set up behind these big, huge moving trucks, squeezing between them to sell his little rugs to anyone walking by. And it's like,
dude, these guys do Dawa now as a means of getting clout and money. Like I'm starting to question of whether they even believe in this stuff, and it would make sense if they didn't. The pathetic, embarrassed arguments would actually make sense. That they don't actually believe the stuff. They're just doing it to get donations and clout. That's all it is.
So yeah, I think Mohammed Hijab's out. I think even the call-ins, I think, is just a desperate attempt to try to revitalize his career, and he has done nothing but destroy it. Ali Dawa, he's just going to go away. It's like a fart, eventually evaporating into the wind. So you have Libiano, who's coming up. He's still growing, but his arguments are pathetic, to say the best.
Yeah, he's good by their standards, but the bar is very low.
Well, he does the same thing that seems a lot of the Dawa guys do now, is go around to new Christian channels that don't know much about Islam and try to railroad them and get a clip out of it.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's their victory. They're not taking on. They're not really calling in and taking on. Now, Libiano's tried to, but he's going to get trashed very soon. He's going to run up against the wall very soon. And he's going to be in some dire problems.
You know, and of course, that guy is he's one of those just spew out a bunch of philosophical mumbo jumbo. You know, he's just using big philosophical words. And I mean, if you don't know what you're talking about, that's impressive. But when you know what you're talking about, half the time he's using the words, they don't even make sense in the context he's using them.
It's like any sort of science fiction show, right? When you're actually an engineer and you look at a science fiction show, it hurts.
Yep, exactly.
Because I mean, even like the classics, I like Back to the Future. I think it's a pretty good storyline. It's a great classic, in my opinion.
I agree.
A flux capacitor, though. Really? It sounds great on paper. But yeah, right. No. Capacitors, by definition, get rid of flux. It's an oxymoron. But I mean, there's so many times in like science fiction they do that, but yet that's what they do, right? They throw out all these things, and if you know the basics of Islam, they're extremely contradicting their own theology. They're basically throwing everything to the curb.
Yeah.
Actually, even I've watched a few of them, and I'm sitting there like, okay, no, that guy just left Islam. He just made a kufar statement.
No, literally,
he's done.
Literally, that's when I'll be like to him, dude, you got to retake your shahada, man. Say after me, ashhadu. They get so mad, dude. They hate that. Like, bro, you can't just pick and choose and throw your scholars under the bus when it doesn't suit you or when it makes you look bad amongst Westerners, because that's usually what it is. You know, when they're amongst Westerners, they want to clean it up, sanitize it, put bubble wrap around it. But when they're amongst each other, dude, they have no shame. They have no shame.
Do you have one of those goats? Do you have one of those goats with you? Nope. Darn. I have a bunch of them in a box from the conference, and I just don't. They're somewhere around here.
Where's your little Mohammed? Where's little Mohammed?
Little Mohammed, which you guys will see more of in the next Demolition Ranch video. He plays an intricate part. I did not make these. I cannot take credit for these. These were done by a genius by the name of Thaddeus, which there may be more information about these coming soon.
Shout out Thaddeus.
There might even be an option to have one of your own.
Shout out Thaddeus and all the rough work he does, clipping up leaky leaks, TikTok lives.
Because of Malik, actually, this one even has a Quran in his mouth. Because, yeah.
That should be an attack.
I almost spit my coffee
I like that.
I still need to transform his Mert into an Islamic dilemma Mert in dedication to Malik as well, because Malik really is obsessed with the Islamic dilemma hoodies and onesies. But yeah, I did go grab a goat, but it had lost the Quran out of his mouth, but no worries. I can fix that. Dedicated to the nastiness that we're about to see from Mohammed Hijab, because when I say nasty, I mean nasty.
Disgusting behavior. Yeah, he was Malik was getting called out about that today on TikTok live.
What the Islamic dilemma onesies and hoodies or something else?
The nastiness about Avery's wife and whatnot. He was trying very hard to justify these things, but but David rips up Qurans and Avery just sits there next to him. Shut up, dude. Goodness gracious. Avery's literally the nicest apologist. Like compared to him, I'm a demon. And I like to think I'm pretty nice guy, and I do my best to be Christ-like, but Avery's literally one of the nicest guys out there. And that's the guy you want to try to vilify? What is wrong with you?
Did you hear what his major insult for me was? Malik's major insult for me?
Yeah, the concubine thing?
Oh, no, I meant what he tried to be as an insult. He tried to say that I'm like Godlogic, but nicer. That was his massive insult for me.
Wow.
I'm like, thanks. That's awesome.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Again, I've told Elle this before. Man, if he's not a Mossad agent, what is he doing wrong, man?
I don't know. He might be. I told him today, I said, dude, man, you did a good job arguing the Islamic dilemma from the Christian perspective. That's the first W we've seen you take. I was like, Malik, be honest. Did you feel any type of conviction in your heart when you were making the arguments? Because you look like you were buying what you were selling, dude. No, I didn't feel no conviction. Stop lying, man. You did too good of a job at that argument to tell me you didn't feel any kind of conviction, man. It's going to be legendary when we convert that kid.
We'll see. There's a lot of vitriol that he has, a lot of hate.
Yes.
That he has,
yes,
that
indeed.
just spills out.
Yes.
But the Lord has a habit of turning the worst into the best.
Yep. Make Christ God.
I would pull up an example of Paul. And Malik's pretty bad, But Paul was still worse.
Paul was worse. Oh yeah. Paul was worse. Absolutely. When they bring up Paul, dude, oh my gosh, it grinds my gears so bad when they bring up Paul. I was like, dude, are you guys aware that your classical Muslim scholars love and respect Paul? They call him a righteous follower of Isa ibn Maryam. You guys are literally blaspheming against your own religion, disrespecting Paul, not even realizing it, because you learned your theology from douches on YouTube instead of actually studying your scholarship and studying the fiqh and the jurisprudence, because Islam respects Paul. These guys don't speak for actual Islam.
Yeah, Allah even quoted Paul in Hadith Qudsi.
Yes.
So
yes. It's
interesting.
Weird.
That's bad.
It's weird.
Oh boy. Hey, Wonder Woman. I haven't seen her in a while.
I know, it's been a minute. I'm glad to see you here, though.
Go and hit this here and see where this goes. We're almost at the end of this conversation. I know it's been a little repetitive, but it sets up what happens afterwards in a completely different light. And I think the perspective needs to happen.
What happens?
You conceded conscious edits.
Hijab cowers.
Imagine being the one that concedes conscious edits and concedes Ahmed in the Bible.
Maybe he's going to say Leibniz law is the law of identity again, or maybe he's not going to understand.
Or maybe you're going to talk about a poop dilemma with
what's going on here. So thanks for coming, everyone. I appreciate it. It's very clear Hijab is running.
All right, it's very clear IP doesn't want to engage.
He's going to come right
and he's just
back.
after clicks and clout. He just doesn't want to engage with me. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
all right, I think
that was IP being kicked, not IP leaving, because he was in the middle of a sentence. FYI,
that's right.
So that was Mohammed Hijab removing him.
Clear for everyone why they're here. They're here not for the truth. They're here rather to clout leech as well as to engage on a level where it is not sincere. If he was sincere, he would engage with me and he would be patient in engaging with Hijab. But these guys don't want that. We saw that last week as well with Avery, or a couple of days ago. As soon as Libiano came up, he started panicking, and then Avery went ahead and told Sam Shimon.
The delusion.
Not at all. That did not happen that way at all.
Is out of this world, bro. It's like, I don't think they believe what comes out of their mouth half the time.
Yeah, they buy what they're selling a lot, and they try to keep these stories up. I mean, even when we were in Columbus with Avery, that was something that was coming up. Was the whole some of the Dawa guys there were claiming that Avery was running from Uthman, and it's like, what are you guys talking about? It's like, I've been chasing him.
If I had a little 4-year-old sister, she would dust Uthman in the debate, bro. That guy is so bad. He is so bad.
What's a debate?
What's a debate? Exactly. Oh my god. What's a debate, dude?
It's wild the number of people that still hold him up as, like, you know, and again, one of these like champs of Dawa. It's like, what? So when I was at the Dawa table in Columbus the week before, we brought like David and Godlogic. They had asked me, like, you know, have you ever heard of Uthman? And I'm like, yeah, he challenged us to a debate. And I said yes, even though it was on Christmas Eve. And he never responded to me. And then he went around saying, oh, nobody would take my challenge. Like, I have the proof. I said yes. Like,
unbelievable. All bark, no bite.
Yep. Yeah. And he didn't even show up for the hot dog eating contest either. That was such an insult.
At high noon in the middle of Ramadan.
Well, it was in the middle of Ramadan. It was towards the end of it was on the last 10 days of Ramadan.
Speaking of high noon on Ramadan, last Ramadan, I was watching this video, and these people were in Dubai at the bar in Dubai, and there was a board listing Ramadan drink specials, alcohol. I kid you not, swear to God, Ramadan special full graphics and everything, alcoholic beverages. That's the state of Islam currently.
Yep.
Makes sense.
It's all a show. In fact, I think it was one of the videos that it was when Malik was going up to the church. He was saying that, it's all for show. They're not going to do anything. It's just all a show. It's all a game. It's all just this thing. It's like, no, it's not. It is your eternity at stake. It's a little important.
Look what somebody in chat just said. Dean got conscious edits from ChatGPT. So I was remembering correctly. You see that?
There you go.
Yep.
Conscious edits from ChatGPT.
Pretty sure that was Malik that snitched on him about that.
How does that not surprise me at all? Okay, let's continue. Remember, IP was just kicked and removed from the live stream, and this is what they're going to say about him.
Real quick before you do,
don't engage.
I did want to point out, since you brought up the performative stuff, well, for show, something that he had also said about me was that by praying to end my videos, that it's performative because I'm closing my eyes and praying on my videos, which is like, well, I'm here to have a relationship with God and help others have a relationship with God. So yeah, I'm gonna pray. Like,
Muslims got some nerves, dude.
I'm not like praying to be seen, but I am inviting others to join me in prayer, which kind of means like you're gonna probably be invited to join me.
Talk
and
about
see
the
me
pot
doing
calling the kettle black.
Yeah, and the reason that I bring this up is because, although just real quick to double down on that, yeah, this was like right after, his buddy, the Warner, was in New York, like telling people to move out the way because they were blocking people from watching him pray.
Right.
Like, what?
Blocking the camera, dude. Move.
But the reason that this matters so much, and the reason that I did want to bring it up before we move on, is because according to the Quran, hypocrisy is apostasy. So if you are a hypocrite, you are actually an apostate. I researched this years ago doing a video about Ali Dawah because Ali Dawah was going off on Collectively Married, which is, I don't know if you ever saw her on TikTok, but I used to see her on YouTube, and she would always do the videos like, get your husband another wife if you really love him.
Oh, yeah.
And come pay me hundreds and thousands of dollars so that I could tell you how you can get your husband more wives too. And then she went to jail with her husband for like fraud or something. Anyway, so Ali Dawah was going off on her for doing, promotions for her stuff and having ads in her videos. And it's like, if you go to his description boxes, it's just like one or more links to things he's advertising. And that's typically all that he would put in his descriptions, at least at the time. And so I showed like the last like 10 something videos of his showing like just all these different ways that he was being hypocritical with advertising. I don't care about advertising. Like, people can advertise, whatever. But the fact that he was calling her out for it and, having this hypocrisy about it. And also he was like, going against her for being sexual, but then he would like play her clips of being sexual and say like nobody should ever show anybody these kinds of things while showing them to everybody. So it's just like I looked into the Quran at that point to try to see everything that I could about what the Quran says about hypocrisy, and it is so clear that hypocrisy is apostasy. And so as if anyone could be a Muslim to begin with, which according to the Quran, they actually can't. And that's a whole nother issue. All these mainstream Dawah guys have just shown their apostasy like countless times, repeatedly, over and over and over, because of all the different things that they engage in, not the least of which is hypocrisy.
Their hypocrisy knows no limits, literally. No one projects better than them.
And on that note, I do need to remind everyone, and when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at the street corners.
Amen.
Street corners. In the street. Interesting.
Sounds familiar.
That they may be seen by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. Those are the words of Jesus calling out Islam 600 years before it came about, because Islam is nothing but hypocrisy.
Amen.
Oh
yeah, and again, it's that they may be seen that is so important about that, because yeah, we're allowed to pray with other people, but it shouldn't be like, oh, I'm doing this because look at how holy I am. That's not the point of prayer. That's not the point of a relationship with God is, oh, look at how great I am. No, the point is the relationship with God. Like, he is so good. And we should long for him, not to just like look like we're longing for him. That's so wild that people would even want to do that. Like, what do you think that gets you? Does God not know? Like, do you seriously think God doesn't know your heart?
Half these people are probably atheists behind closed doors.
That's true.
I would not be surprised. Let's go ahead and dive back on in.
Engage with the Biano. These guys don't want to engage with us.
Obviously, he found the button to join.
TheLulu.com. TheLulu.com.
I do want to point out that during this entire time, Mohammed Hijab was off screen. We don't know what he's doing off screen. And at the same time, there's a couple other times during this live stream that he goes off screen for quite some time. Like, just pointing that out there. It's interesting to know.
You might have been massaging his little boyfriend over there next to him. I think his shoulders were bothering him.
But there's also a couple other things that we'll be voting on later. We will have an open poll where you guys can vote 1, 2, 3, or 4. Just on the state of some of the conversations that happened, but let's go ahead and finish this up. We're almost done with this section.
It's very clear to see.
Do you know what? That was interesting to watch. Let me tell you something. Let's assume that everything he said is true, right? Let's assume Mohammed Hijab is a big coward. Okay, no problem. For the sake of argument, does that make Christianity true? No, let's assume Mohammed Hijab is a coward. No problem.
It literally just makes them look like they're coming on here for
the fact is it's not a problem.
It looks like they're coming on to your channel to an open call-in you made in order to talk to you, not someone you called up.
People call me a coward of any slur. It doesn't faze me. Do you know why? It's like saying to me, like, you got blonde hair. I'm so secure in my bravery that I don't, some hillbilly coming, red-faced hillbilly coming to tell me that I'm a coward.
So there you go, starting the insults. Again, pay attention to Mohammed Hijab here, because I've already noticed it. Let's see if you guys do too.
No, genuinely,
bro, that was a bit cringy. Come on, the amount of time.
Look, it's pathetic. If you want to speak to me and you've got a channel that's got 500,000, that's an anti-Islam channel, right? And you're live simultaneously to when we're live, right?
Desperate.
Okay, and you're trying to basically grow on our behalf. We're not stupid. Look, the dawah is two things at once.
He literally told Avery to stream at the same time when Avery called in.
Yep.
He wanted clout from Avery, I guess, according to his logic, which is also maybe potentially projection and accurate for one of the people, which is Hijab, but you know.
Yeah, it's funny because he got 5 times the followers, but Avery gets 5 times the views. There's something about that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting there.
It's strategy, okay, as well as intellectual argumentation. Okay, you can have the right intellectual argumentation and you can have the wrong strategy, and you can have the wrong strategy or the right intellectual argumentation and you'll lose. The fact is this, is that if people want access to Mohammed Hijab, they have to do things on the terms of Mohammed Hijab. Let me just
like call in to Mohammed Hijab's live stream like he set it up. You mean like that? Because that's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I find it interesting. My fairy tale life 3 said, securing your bravery, you immediately left the stream when IP got there. The thing that stood out to me was he was like, I'm so secure in my bravery that I'm going to immediately start trying to tear you down to build myself up. That's how secure I am in my bravery. It's like, dude.
How brave he
is. Guys,
brave guy.
This is their best, according to many, many Muslims here on YouTube and on X. This is the best they got. And
they're chump.
Oh my gosh, that is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Just say that way. Let me say this again, okay? If people want access to Mohammed Hijab, they do things on the terms of Mohammed Hijab.
Say in Arabic.
No, it's okay. So what I mean is this. I'm sorry, but we've got our young guys.
Huh?
We've got our young guys. We've got Dean Dawa, who is the champ.
Dean responds. It's the 4th time now, but it's okay.
Oh my God, sorry.
Okay.
Dean
he doesn't even know his name.
Doesn't know his name. Yeah, don't say it in Arabic, Muhammad, because Dean responds won't know what you're talking about. Guy probably doesn't speak a lick of Arabic. They literally just learn to memorize and recite, and they have no clue what they're saying as they're doing it. It's hilarious.
Yep, no understanding at all.
No, it's like programming your dog to roll over, give you a high five. That's all it is.
But again, okay, so if he's promoting him and like, oh yeah, this guy's the guy. This guy's like the best, and he needs to be talking to these people. Can you get his name right? Because he just called you out for correcting you the 6th time. It's not a slip. This is the 6th time on this live stream you've messed up his own name. Oh boy.
Response, who is the champ? Okay, he was saying.
Actually,
hold on.
I want to know, why was he scared of him?
No, I'll tell you because he's got a calculus like everyone else. He doesn't want him to grow.
It's the same reason that Avery was scared of Libiano last week.
So look, let's just call a spade a spade.
And my man's in his car.
It is what it is.
He just turned up out of nowhere.
Dean responds, and Orthodox Muslim right now. If I had a championship, I'd pass it on to both of them. I'll be the interim. They can be.
Okay.
Yeah, because as much as they suck, they know more than you. That's the sad part, Hijab. Somebody on my live today called him Mohammed Niqab. Because he's hiding. The Niqab is like the ninja one. They call him Mohammed Niqab because he's hiding.
Nice.
He's been upgraded.
So we are streaming to 2 different websites here. We're streaming to YouTube and X. And I was really curious because I got we're at 191 people on this stream, which is okay. That's pretty decent for
how many?
192 now.
Where are you seeing that at?
I get to see it on my screen. Most of them are from X.
Oh, I see.
Which is weird.
Got it.
169 right now on X.
The reason why is IP shared this.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, IP. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
IP shared this live about
Thanks
this.
for the clout.
Oh no, he's supposed to be the clout chaser, right? He's not supposed to give clout to anyone. He's supposed to be chasing it.
Yep. It's one thing about Christians, we spread the love. We don't try to hog it like some people.
And that again, we are to be known by our love. And even going back to Malik, he pointed that out, saying that's something that Christians do. I mean, Avery, for pity's sakes, Avery's going on to like small channels that have less than 1,000 subs or maybe 1,000 subs, and he's helping them out just because of the love of Christ. That's it. He gets 0 out of it, but he loves helping people out, and he thinks they've got a good story to tell and they can do good. So we're all working for the same Lord, the same master.
Amen.
Yeah, it's really nice doing that. I love being on this side. This side's the fun side. Dawa guys, this side's the fun side. We don't have to watch our backs with each other. I don't have to watch my back with Thaddeus. I don't have to watch my back with David. They're not taking notes on me. I don't have to watch my back with Berlin Bowl there. No one's taking notes on anyone looking at stabbing each other in the back. No, we're all working together for Christ. As long as we have the Christian doctrine correct, we're all going together.
Amen.
They can be the champs. Why? Because I have faith in these guys. These guys are our future.
So you did the Uno reverse. He came to grow off the platform.
Again, if that's the case, why don't you give them your channel and you retire?
Right.
I mean, he's giving all these nice words. Oh, these if I had a belt of championship, I would give it to them. Wasn't that your channel? Isn't that like your channel that you've helped grow? So put your feet where your words are. Give them your channel. Very simple.
You won't.
So if someone is saying, well, do you think you're the best? I want you to say, Dean, yes, I do. I think I'm the best. And Hijab has passed on his championship.
Hold on. Let's ask just straight up. L, are you the best?
No, that's Christ.
Berlin, are you the best?
There's something I always say on my streams. Let everything I say and do bring glory to your name, Lord. I don't want no glory. No glory. We're just doing the footwork.
Again, it's a difference of perspective. That's the point. We don't have to be the best. We just have to be faithful with what the Lord gives us. And
Amen.
That's our goal.
Warner will watch your back. Someone said Warner will watch your back.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I'll pass. Thank you very much.
To us. He's given us this title now. He's been crowned the champ, okay? Dean responds, an Orthodox Muslim. For me now, I crown them. I hereby crown them the new champs, and they are free to do with my platform any debate they want to do, anything they want to do. I'm here to make people grow. The dawah is bigger than individuals, okay?
Listen. Okay, then
Sure.
give them fully the platform. Don't use them to grow because you know their arguments are better than yours. And then that's what it is. Okay, I'm going to grow because I'm going to let these guys on.
Yep.
And just turn it over whenever I don't want to talk to someone.
Right.
That's
He's just using
doing.
them. He's using them. That's all it is. He woke. They said it was 5 a.m. where Dean was at. He woke bro up just because he knew IP was showing up so he can argue on his behalf. There's always something got to be in it for him. That's how these guys are. If there's something in it for them, they'll do it. If there's nothing in it for them, out the window.
So I think that's about it where they were responding. And I'm going to go ahead and skip to where they've talked to a couple of the people. Of course, Mohammed Hijab's gone off the screen multiple times during these conversations for some weird reason. Whenever it's his channel, he seems to disappear. And we'll go ahead and pull that part up here shortly. So we can rewind just a little bit on it. There we go.
Okay, and I want to
get back to the screen.
I want which
we move on or Hijab come back up.
So this was again Dean responds talking to a Christian. Dean responds couldn't handle it. So he's like, oh well, I'm done with this. Mohammed Hijab, just come back up and take this guy away.
Is that one of IP's uncles he's talking to? Who's that over there? Who's that one of IP's uncles?
Christ is king is whoever called in. I don't know anything about him. Other than the fact that Dean responds can't handle him. And yet, for some reason, Dean responds.
I haven't seen this part. Is this good? Let's see it.
I think this is just at the very end.
What is that?
Christ.
13.
32. Mark 13:32. Yeah.
And he kicks him.
Finally.
What just happened? What just happened?
He kicked him.
Already?
Yeah, that was at the end of their well, that was in the middle of their conversation. Dean responds, says, I'm done. And Mohammed Hijab just kicks the kid. Or the young man, I should say. Not kid. But kicks the guy. to the curb. I mean, I have kicked people off of open call-ins before whenever they've been extremely foul-mouthed or we're done.
Yeah.
And they just refuse to leave because they want to hold up the live stream.
Right.
But I don't do it in the middle of a conversation like this. No. Unless it's like an extreme emergency. And he's done it twice on this one stream.
No, there's no respect. There's no respect. They genuinely don't respect Christians. They genuinely feel superior, and they genuinely believe we should submit to them like the rest of the world. So, you know, they pay all this nice lip service about the people of the book, this, that, and the other, but it's not actually how they feel inside. It's not it's more than just debate, you know. It's for them. If you put them on a lie detector test, and these guys would love to have our heads on a silver platter, and not just figuratively speaking. So this battle is serious, guys. You know, chat. This is not just debate for them. Neither should it be for you.
Absolutely. But we do have a question here that I do want to address. Do you have a timeline on Avery's live stream coming back to YouTube? I heard it's at the end of this week, so I'm thinking Friday is what I thought I heard.
Well, he's not streaming on YouTube right now?
No, wait. So Hijab copyright struck his video.
Oh,
so
the video. Okay, I see.
We're gonna have a party once he gets back that video back onto YouTube to kind of help it boost back into the algorithm, because we can't let Hijab win by letting it be suppressed while he screws around with illegal practices. He being Hijab.
Absolutely. Oh, well, is he going? Well, we'll get to. Okay, no cheating. Okay, we're definitely going to be getting to some interesting portions here.
I see you, Assyrian flag. Juana Aziza, Dechit. Little Aramaic action for you guys.
Absolutely. So I think this is a good time to start the poll. Again, the question is, which of the following is Mohammed Hijab? The options are, and that just sucks. I think I can hide it still. I think I get, oh, no, I can change it. I can change the position. Okay. Thank you, StreamYard, for not being a complete and utter jerkwad and getting this one right. Okay. So which of the following is Mohammed Hijab? 1, drunk and stupid. 2, high and stupid. 3, just stupid. Or 4, drunk, high, and stupid. We're going to watch what happens, and you guys can vote in the chat on live on YouTube. Just put in 1, 2, 3, 4 by themselves, and we'll leave this up throughout the remainder of the live stream, so you guys can vote and let us know what exactly is going on here. So, and we'll review the results at the end. But let's go ahead and continue. Now, no, Mohammed Hijab seems to be all by himself now. His friend over there, his boyfriend, seems to have left. Oh, poor Mohammed Hijab.
Bro literally has
no, I saw a hand. I saw a hand. Maybe he's still there.
So the guy, what's his name? IP. They called him IP. What's his actual name? What's his real name?
Michael Jones.
So Michael Jones, we've been waiting for you because you were begging and stuff like that to come on.
You know his name, douche.
If you would show yourself, because I have a proposition for you. Since you tried to disrespect me on my own platform,
did he try to disrespect him? Because I thought he was just calling him out for what he was actually doing.
Right.
And again, if Mohammed Hijab actually had an issue with this, he could have done this. Hey, I'm here. I don't like what you're saying. You shouldn't be saying that. Right. That easy. Literally.
Of course not.
I would like you to come in the backstage, and I have a proposition. If you want to talk to me, there is a way in which you can do that, since you've been trying to you're begging and you want to do that, so that's fine. So I can't see you anywhere. Maybe one of his fans can tell him. Yes, one of his fans, because I have a proposition for him to now. There's a new entry requirements. Okay, and I want to.
Because he satisfied all the other entry requirements beforehand that he's had for everyone else. Now he's going to make up new ones, which of course is going to be outrageous and debasing. But
hoping for dear life.
I want him to come here so that he can hear what's happening. Okay, this is what you call entry requirements. You know, this is called entry requirements. You know, when you go to university, they say, what are the entry requirements? You see? So, for example, you have to do an A level, you have to do some SATs, you have to do whatever. Likewise, if you are a hillbilly from America, a redneck, who has a adversarial or hostile, stance.
As a hillbilly and a redneck, I take offense. Mike Jones is not either. He is quite civilized. He is not like me.
Yeah, he likes to talk to sophisticated people with degrees, right? I mean, that's that's Mike. He was saying Avery was unqualified. Maybe he should have talked to a qualified person. The results, maybe the results would have been different. Probably not, though.
He's championing the other Muhammad, though. So Mohammed Hijab is championing the false prophet, Muhammad Pullah. And that's a problem because tell me about how literate the false prophet Muhammad was again.
Yeah.
Tell me about how many degrees the false prophet Muhammad had again.
Literally a desert Billy. that's a real desert Billy right there.
He went to the cave in the mountains, right? He's hill Billy.
Cave Billy? I will go with Cave Billy for now.
Cave Billy will work.
Gracious.
Oh man.
Adversarial or hostile stance against Islam, then you the hillbilly entry requirements are also in place. Okay, so where are you now? Where are you? You were just beating your chest a second ago. So I want to know if he's here. Can you see him? Is he here? When he comes, I'll tell him what the entry requirements are for the hillbilly. Well,
does he think he can just ring a bell and we come punting every time he speaks?
Right.
I mean, seriously, how arrogant do you? Now he's talking different. If you guys haven't noticed in the chat, he's definitely talking a little different than what he was at the beginning. He's a lot slower in his speech pattern.
Interesting.
Than he was at the beginning. Again, he's been off the stream multiple times.
Now I see what you're getting at. I hadn't realized that earlier. Okay, yeah, I see it. Makes total sense.
Until he comes, we can speak to somebody else.
Yeah, he's still live. So whoever's watching that.
I mean, if the hillbilly is live, then he should he should now he is the hillbilly. Hitherto, henceforth, this man shall be named the hillbilly. Okay.
Yeah, he sounds so secure.
Yeah,
so secure.
I got a feeling he's using the hillbilly reference as an insult.
Yeah. Yep.
A hillbilly can imagine quite a few things to do to this book.
Yeah, that's not how that book tells them to interact with us, by the way. You know, it's funny how they pick and choose when to listen to the instructions in that book, because that's the very same book that tells them to treat us kindly and with respect when they have dialogue with us.
It's also the same book that calls us the worst of all creatures, too. So there is that.
Yep.
Part of it, too. So, yeah, but if you're expecting the Quran to be consistent, but I had to grab my Holy Quran here as a reference in case I want to look up any references in here inside the Holy Quran.
I had a hijabi girl on my stream the other day, and she's telling me about her Unitarian boyfriend, and I'm like, wait, okay, all right, well, fine, I'm not gonna judge. And then she's like, yeah, or Abrahamic law and Sharia are actually very similar, And I'm like, how are you gonna how? Where? So well, it says it talks about these righteous and good Jews and Christians and how if they follow their stuff, they can obtain paradise. And I'm like, yeah, it also says we're the worst of creatures and we're gonna be in hell. And she's like, well, can you pull up the verse? I'm like, wait, you've never heard of this? What are you reading? What do you people read? So that's the thing, they read, but it's strictly going in one ear, out the other. Because there's actually a concept in Islam where you earn brownie points by the letter. Literally, it says you earn points for every letter of the Quran you read. So a lot of these people just read the Quran to win heaven brownie points. They're not grasping any of it. It's just reading for points. What kind of religion is this?
It's a extremely legalistic religion. That's what it comes down to. Just making sure. I've done a lot of study on Sharia, actually going through it page by page, painfully. Going through Reliance of the Traveler, translating even the rough Arabic that they don't want to translate into English. And it is just such legalistic garbage.
Yeah.
It's like they've got so many stupid loopholes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the religion of loopholes. Yeah, it's literally the religion of loopholes.
So when the hillbilly decides to come, I'll tell him what the entry requirements are. Okay, come over here so we can tell you the entry requirements. Mr. Jones, entry requirements.
I don't know who's funnier, him or the robots leaving comments.
Yeah, so we're just sitting here and say, run like a coward. I'm saying, like, you mean like
what were you watching, dude? Are we watching the same video?
and he didn't run. By the look of it, he was kicked. So no, I mean, if I just remove someone and declare, oh, they ran from me, that's very dishonest.
You're running, brother. Brother, why you running, brother?
Requirements. Okay, well, we've maybe we'll wait for the hillbilly a little bit longer. 2 more minutes for the hillbilly, and if the hillbilly comes, I'm gonna put him on. I'm gonna give him the entry requirements. Okay. All right.
So he said 2 minutes. Okay. Let's see. I took note of this timestamp. Is he actually going to give him 2 minutes? We'll find out.
Well, the hillbilly doesn't seem like he wants to come, does he?
Wow, that was a fast 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's 2 seconds, man. I literally just had enough time to hit play and then pause.
What a waste of 6 degrees. All the tuition your poor mother and father paid to those English schools. What a waste.
Actually, do we have any confirmation it wasn't from his dad's school? The scam school?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
His dad's online school.
I hadn't thought about that.
Oh, okay.
I tell you what's funny. I tell you what's funny as well, Hijab. On his Twitter, on his pinned tweet, he says, let me just quote him. Let me quote it verbatim. Just show you the level of hypocrisy we're working at.
Where's the hillbilly?
When they throw stones from the most fragile glass house ever made, it's so funny, dude. It is so funny.
Yeah.
It's like hypocrisy level 5,000, bro. The double standard, like the scrutiny they apply onto others, they don't apply 1% of it onto their own religion, onto their own behavior. It's insane.
Not even close. Oh my goodness, what a painful admission.
He said the quickest way to not have a debate with me is to try and bait me into a debate with insults and insinuating I'm scared to debate you.
Yeah, whatever. Tell him to come over here so that I can tell him the intro requirements.
But he thinks he can come on here and insult
he can say he can.
He was only calling you a coward after you refused to have a dialogue on your own channel.
After you behaved like a coward.
You literally ducked off the screen before they removed it.
Homer Simpson mean you're out of there.
Oh,
he can flare up his little nostrils, which are stuck to each other. Looks like someone stapled his nose. Someone got a stapler and had his way with his nose.
Has he ever seen his own nose?
The hillbilly staple.
Have you seen your own nose, Mohammed? It literally looks like your nostrils will staple together. The projection the projection never fails. It never fails. When it comes to their theology, when it comes to their rhetoric, when it comes to any dialogue you hear these people have, always projecting, always double standard, always accusing people of what they do. You guys notice that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, a lot of their insults that they throw at us, their accusations of, oh, you're just doing this for the money. I'm like, I know I'm not.
That's what you do.
But I know by your own guys who snitched on you that's what you're doing. Now, we just got raided by David there, sending everyone over. David Wood Psycho Raid. That's what you should call it all the time. That's awesome. So welcome to everyone over from that. We have got 319 in here so far. Oh, and we're just getting to the funny part. This is going to be the good stuff. The really good stuff here. Make sure you guys in the chat, make sure to vote 1, 2, 3, or 4 to enter into the poll. Which of the following is Mohammed Hijab? Because I am not 100% sure on which he is. But we're going to get to the good stuff here very shortly.
I'm sad that you don't have a different option, and therefore I refuse to vote in your bigoted, hateful poll. I want an sick in the mind option.
Sick in the mind. I just say that's a stupid one. He's sick in the mind.
Thought that was Central Dawa. Rude. How dare you?
What, you?
I think they're talking about me. I thought that was Central Dawa. I'll let us slide.
Where's the poll? The poll is actually on the screen. It is driven by the chat itself. So you vote 1, 2, 3, 4 in the chat. As you can see, a bunch of people putting on 5, which I think is L's option there, being sick in the mind. But you can vote there and let us know what you guys think. We haven't even got to the main event here with some solo entertainment.
Shout out to all the 5s in the chat.
Stapled nosed hillbilly, redneck, red faced hillbilly.
So welcome.
Hello.
There he is.
Yeah, I did say that I was jumping on this when the other live stream ended, but I did want to go to the bathroom. So for all those saying, "Where's Thaddeus? He deceived us," just have a little patience, okay?
He made it.
Nice. So real quick here, since we got raided and we're shared on X by IP, which has boosted the numbers there. Everyone, do you want to introduce your guys to the audience here and where they can find you? We'll go ahead and start with L first.
So hello again, everyone. I'm El of El ISO Elohim, and the Seek and Share Truth conferences in Ohio that you can RSVP for free to at seekandsharetruth.org. Specifically, if you want to, seekandsharetruth.org/pages/conference. But if you go to seekandsharetruth.org, you will find it with a little clicky button to RSVP for free. That, as well as my ministry here on YouTube, is dedicated to training and equipping people in apologetics, polemics, and evangelism, and reaching the lost with the love of the Lord and his light for his glory, and the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. And so I'm happy to help with that how I can. But ultimately, you know, it's all him, and I'm just grateful that he has saved me, and I would love for others to be saved by him as well, because he is the only savior from sin, because he is God who added humanity to his divinity and was crucified, taking on the penalty of sin, which is death, and resurrected, and offers us the free gift of salvation. If we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in our heart that God raised him from the dead, we'll be saved. So that is here what I am proclaiming and why I'm here.
And if anyone is curious about the events and the speakers that we will have there, such as David Wood, Hatun Tosh, Thaddeus, myself, El, and a list of others, you can check that out where you can get your free tickets. The link to that is pinned on YouTube at the top of the live chat. So thanks to the mod who slipped that in. I was like, oh, good. I can just pin that. That makes it really easy. So, Berlin, do you want to let us know who you are and where to find you?
Absolutely. I'm going to keep it pretty short. Berlin, I usually do my streaming on TikTok. My good buddy Eric here has brought me over to YouTube. It's actually my very first YouTube stream. It's an honor to be with you guys. God bless you all.
Thaddeus?
So I just came from a stream on the Mahdi, and it appears that Dean is a secret follower of the Mahdi there, wearing the beanie. So I am Thaddeus. My YouTube channel is Reason Answers. I'm also the producer of these fine Mohammed figurines, which are on early release. Look at that. Eric's got one as well. I just announced on David's channel that I'm going to release these special early access on my Patreon tomorrow.
Look at that.
You don't have to pay anything. You can just sign up for free on my Patreon. I'll put a link in the chat. Those will be available for sale starting tomorrow. They will probably be a lot of public demand when they are on Quran Demolition Ranch. Who knows when that video will be out? In theory, any day now. That'll be out. So if you want to get in before the rush, because they do take a while to print, so you might be waiting a little while. I've printed a stockpile, but I'm sure there'll probably be more sales than I have printed. So they're available in large size, which is 7 inches, the medium size, which is 4 inches, and then for no particular reason, 1.8 inch size Mohammeds. Now this one has a green dress, so with the green screen, it's going to look blue, but it's actually green. So if you're interested, check out my Patreon. Again, you don't actually have to become a paying member. You can just sign up for free. I'll post it there tomorrow.
That nose is identical to Hijab's nose. Anybody notice? He was talking about IP's nose earlier, but that Mohammed, put it next to Hijab real quick. Same exact nose, dude. The audacity to make fun of IP's nose.
And either way, like, say, whatever you want about whatever other people's bodily appearances are, but what does that change as far as the arguments? Because this is actually a fallacy, and it's making a tax on a person instead of on the argument. And this is what Mohammed Hijab resorts to while claiming that that's what, like, IP is doing. Like, no, again, king of projection. he's the champion of projection and of hypocrisy. And it's like, Mohammed Hijab, what do you care about? His nose or his heart for God? Like, for real.
Mohammed Niqab. That's his new name, guys. Mohammed Niqab. Since he was running and hiding behind it, he's Mohammed Niqab now.
Fantastic. And for me, I am Eric here. I run this channel, Your Brother in Christ, where we focus on apologetics, polemics, and evangelism, primarily to Muslims. But more recently, I've been dealing with the more aggressive end, I would say, of a dawah. And haven't backed down yet. Not planning on backing down. I have another update Friday. So continuing test going on every week.
Amen.
We'll dive on back into this one here and get to the funny parts.
So where's the hillbilly now? Mr.
Seems
Jones,
like
where are
alive,
you?
yeah.
Is Mr. Jones there?
Listen, Hijab.
Mr. Jones.
What I'll do, Hijab. What I'll do is because I do have to go anyways. I've got some stuff prepared for the morning.
Yeah.
So
that's fine.
Maybe he's just a bit scared.
I'll see who the hillbilly is, because we need the hillbilly here for the show to continue. Okay, hillbilly, where are you? Hillbilly.
Anyways, barakallah feek.
I don't know if you pointed this out, because obviously I just joined the stream, but is it at like 4 a.m. or something like that for Dean? Like, Hijab forced him to get up in the middle of the night to join the stream. It wasn't that he just spontaneously decided to join coincidentally when IP was there.
Right.
It was that Hijab had him ready to go. Said, you need to be awake in the middle of the night so that if someone I don't want to talk to joins, you can take over. Very strange behavior.
So I don't get embarrassed by the hillbilly.
Yeah, note, he's insulting now, but we watched the beginning. He was nowhere to be found. He didn't show his face at all.
Mm-hmm.
And again, for those of you that are paying attention, he's been on and off the screen the entire time. So it's not like his voice is getting tired or he's getting tired necessarily. But his speech patterns have definitely changed. So, do want to point that out.
You saying that when he's off screen, he might be partaking in some beverage?
Beverage, something of powdery substance. I don't know.
I
don't know. I mean, there are 1,000 options. I mean, in the poll, we have drunk and stupid, high and stupid, just stupid, or drunk, high, and stupid. So I don't know, right? I'm letting the chat decide which way he is.
Dude, I grew up with so many of these guys. They partake in all of it. Dude. It's all a show.
Definitely according to Malik, they do. They even spend their dollar money that they get to go and spend on Qurans. Instead of spending it on the Qurans that they are supposed to, they go and spend it on drugs.
Right.
I use some of my donations for Qurans. I just don't think it's the way they like it.
That's a good cause, though. That's a good cause to use it for.
For having me on. I think he's a bit scared to come on because he thinks he might pull a fast one with him here.
Well, I think he's a bit scared. I mean, he was just talking about cowardice.
Did he say to Hijab? Did he just say to Hijab he's worried you're gonna pull a fast one? Like, I love when they say the quiet part out loud. So you know he pulled a fast one then. Okay, all right, good.
Yeah, you know, Dean is not exactly gifted in speech, right? He accidentally keeps admitting the game over and over again.
Yep.
Where did you go? You need to hear the entry requirements, hillbilly. Since you're begging to come on my platform, you need to hear the entry requirements for the champ. That's right.
Oh yeah, you could hear it. You could definitely hear it there. That was a full-on slow motion slur.
Yeah, I just joined, but that was my immediate thought as well. I'm like, I've listened to a lot of Hijab, and he does sometimes stutter, which is ironic since he says that if you stutter, you don't have confidence. But that wasn't just stuttering. That was like, slow, having difficulty getting like the pronouncing the word right. It wasn't like that he was tripping over his words. It was like sound different.
We got to hear that one again. We got to hear that part again. Like 5 seconds back.
Here are the entry requirements for the champ. That's right. Come on, everybody.
Look at his face, dude. Did you? Bro is out of his mind. The entry requirement for the child. Dude, are you okay? What's going on with this guy?
I had a friend of mine suggest maybe it's just low blood sugar, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. maybe he's like maybe he's a diabetic and he's got low blood sugar. I'm like,
Christian
there's
charity,
no evidence
man.
of that.
Christian charity, dude. We're so nice. We give benefits of the doubt to these undeserving baboons.
We're gonna have a good time now, guys.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna enjoy ourselves for a little bit. Of course, talking religion is very important, but we also have to have a good time.
I bet you do, pal.
It sounds like he's already been having one.
I bet he's having a great time.
On a serious note, I have a great time sharing the gospel. In fact, sharing the gospel, I think, is one of the best feelings, although we shouldn't do it because of the feeling, of course. And, we need to be very careful with what we do based on feelings and that sort of thing in general, and guard our hearts in that way. But sharing the gospel is one of the best feelings that I think exists. And I think that that's because we are created for a relationship with God and for sharing that relationship with God and proclaiming it to others as well and helping them have a relationship with God too. He is the greatest fulfillment of our desires because he embodies everything that is good because he is good. And so when we're pursuing him, I mean, not everything about life feels good. Not everything about righteousness feels good. There is persecution for righteousness, but it does feel good to do what's right in a lot of ways. And so the reason that I bring this up is because Mohammed Hijab is putting it as like a false dichotomy, like, it's important to talk about faith, but it's also important to have fun. It's like, for me, talking about truth is fun. It's a lot of fun to talk about truth and to get to proclaim the gospel. So for him, if he can't have fun doing that, he has to go and do whatever else is impacting the way that we perceive him to be here.
I have to pull this comment up. Said my son stopped in front of the TV for a minute, took one look at Hijab and said, "Drunk, high, and stupid." Another vote for number 4. Yeah, it doesn't take very long now, did it?
Number 4 is in the lead.
Oh, you
did
got
the poll go away?
A smart son. It's still in the background, so I can pull it up. You guys can vote still. Number 1, drunk and stupid. Number 2, high and stupid. Number 3, just stupid. Or number 4, which seems to be the most popular one, drunk, high, and stupid. So you guys can vote with that, and it'll still be there. All you got to do is type in the chat 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it'll tally up, and we'll check in a little bit here. But let's enjoy this video. Now, do remember that Mohammed Hijab did take this down. He might have realized this might be slightly embarrassing.
Oh, well, it's actually worse, right? Because he privated the whole live stream like immediately afterwards, probably because he was, actually we know why, because there was parts of it where he didn't like his performance and he edited those parts out, but he left this part there initially, put it back up, and then had to take it down a second time because he's like, oh, this part was also bad? I didn't even realize this part was bad.
I did not know that. So, guys, this is the improved version, according to Mohammed Hijab, and he signed off on this a second time.
Well, I mean, in fairness, he probably didn't actually rewatch it. He might not actually have realized what a fool he looked like. He just knew that some of the arguments that people, gave good arguments against Islam, and he didn't want his audience to see those. So he edited out the good arguments that people made. But he also, either because he was high and he didn't remember, or because he actually thought he looked good here, left this part in.
Total W to the Digital Watchman HQ. Eric, can I pull up that comment?
Go ahead.
So he says, Thaddeus, it's a conscious edit.
That's
true.
If Mohammed Hijab drinks too much more, it'll be an unconscious edit.
I see.
3D Geo or something like that of truth says drunk, high, and full Muslim. Yeah, never go full Muslim.
Oh, yeah. Guys, make sure to like and share this so that it gets out to as many people as possible. Because if he wants to hide this, I want it to be shown. Just my knee-jerk reaction. Because this was him doing a live stream of an open call-in. So it's fair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where?
Now remember, he's now all alone. So now it's all on his charisma, and he has got to drive this live stream all by himself.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to give the entry requirements now. Now that he doesn't have any buffer, here's the entry requirements to talk to him.
Where is it? Where is he? All these people want to have debate with me. They want to talk to me. They want to engage with me. And I'm very excited to speak to the champ.
Almost as if this is your own channel and you did an open call and live stream.
Right.
It's not like you're randomly walking down the street and people keep pulling you aside. Oh, I want to talk to you, Mohammed Hijab. I want to talk to the champ. No, we're not talking about some random encounters. These are people you chose to engage with.
You're literally inviting. You're inviting people to come call in and talk to you. But when people call in and talk to you, you do the Homer Simpson meme.
So just yesterday, Elle had an open call-in stream, and there's 6-10 Muslims that wanted to talk to her. But she wasn't like, oh, I'm the champ. Everyone wants to talk to me. I can't believe that people are just begging to talk to me. I said, please call in, and now people are calling in. This shows that everyone loves me.
Right. Crazy.
Where is he? The hillbilly. Where? Oh, he's on his own live. Oh, people are even calling him hillbilly on his live. Look, take a look. He's got a live here. Can we? Where has he gone? Can we tell the hillbilly to come to? Can you put some kind of a comment on my behalf to the hillbilly? And just tell that hillbilly, the redneck, can you tell him with his stapled nose to come to the room, please? Yeah.
Yes, insulting the guy is a great way of inviting him on your stream.
It's just so funny. He keeps saying stapled nose, and his nose literally looks like it's stapled. His nostrils are like.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Here's just it, right? And this is a telltale sign of a lot of people who just use insult. They're insulting based upon what they feel is uncomfortable about themselves. So Mohammed Hijab does not like his nose, so he's going to insult people because of his nose. Other people don't like their weight and they overeat a lot, and then they blame everyone else around them, calling them fat when they are skinny twigs. That's the sort of thing that happens with these sort of narcissists who project onto other people. Now, not saying that everyone that insults or calls them out saying, hey, you're being a bit of a coward here, or man, this isn't right. But everyone that resorts to these sort of very primitive attacks is projecting what they don't like about themselves onto other people.
And I find this very interesting. You mentioned fat, and of course, we all know, I think, the biggest offender of that one, for obvious reasons. Malik's best buddy is very self-conscious about it. But even looking at Malik himself, you see that Malik embodies this principle quite clearly for all to see. I think one of the most notable examples recently was insulting Sarah about her teeth. Now, for some reason, people are like really obsessed with teeth, right? This is like a common thing that I get. People are like, you have awful teeth. And I'm like, I'd rather have bad teeth than bad theology. Like, why do I give a crap? Like, what you have to say about my teeth? Like, if that's what you're attacking and not the fact that, like, I have solid proof presented that Jesus is God and Muhammad's a false prophet, like, sure, go for my teeth. But Malik, when he went after Sarah's teeth, he's like, here, you need teeth whitening strips. You need teeth whitening strips. And he starts pulling out teeth whitening strips that he has while he's out of country. He has not one, but at least 2 different like boxes of teeth whitening strips for his quick trip out of country. And he's telling her, here, you know, you need these. It's like, I don't.
The projection, huh? It's almost like they're part of a religion that worships a desert-dwelling man, yet calls out other people for worshiping man. Isn't that funny? Something about that is funny.
I think I might not have been subtle enough with my hints on who it was. Just saying. Yes, that was who I was referring to, obviously.
I don't think he's very subtle about it either.
No, really? It's like a semi. No,
dude, I'm not even gonna lie to this new friendship. It's breaking my heart. It's honestly breaking my heart.
Doxers befriend doxers, and haters befriend haters, and people who spew evil befriend people who spew evil, and those who hate righteousness befriend those who hate righteousness. And
yeah, I was one of those people that defended his wild actions. Not even I can defend this one. Buddying it up to Leaky Leak, not even I can defend that.
I mean, the dude.
Bad look, OG. Reconsider.
I'm pretty sure it's been since the beginning, because Malik's timing was too perfect. It lined up perfectly for Sam.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, they've been in cahoots from the beginning.
And Malik brings it up every other stream, dude. Every other stream, he's bringing it up, throwing it in people's. Oh, Sam told me this, and I was talking to Sam. It grinds my ears, dude. Absolutely grinds my ears.
Because we have new entry requirements for you. Okay, because now you've crossed the line, you see. Now you've crossed the line, you see. We've sent him. So it's there. You can probably see it, right? Where's the hillbilly gone? The entry requirements. Yeah, that's right. You heard it right. Entry requirements.
Finally getting to the entry requirements, hopefully. His own chat starting to call him out. Go ahead, El.
With the things that we know about what Malik has shared about the way that Dawa guys like entry.
Oh, no.
Not the Zut sense.
I'm really overhearing him talk about entry requirements. Dawa guys have like no entry requirements. If you've heard the kinds of things that they're doing behind the scenes, there are like no entry requirements, by the way. It is sick. So
you're hurting his poor, pure ears.
Oh, goodness.
I just have to point out that according to Malik, the reason he started going after David is because not because David made fun of Muhammad, not because he made fun of Warner, but because he said, why is it easier to penetrate Warner than it was easier to penetrate Muhammad on the night of Al-Zut? He was just so upset that Muhammad was not easier to penetrate that he just couldn't take it. It had to go on and on and on. His little
That
crusade.
was a legendary line. Thaddeus, were you tuned in today on JC's stream on TikTok earlier today?
No, I haven't seen it, but I record everything. So if you say that one's worth checking out, I will do that.
Oh, you recorded even when you're not watching. It's still recording.
Yeah, I have a program that records a whole bunch of people's streams, but Malik's and other relevant people.
I see.
And JC is on the list, so.
Yeah, I'm just now getting to know JC. I followed her today. I jumped on her panel today, and Malik was on the panel. So, yeah. I mean, nothing special. Typical Malik yap. He told me I'm on the wrong team. I should be on the team. I said, yeah, when pigs fly, buddy. When pigs fly.
Well, Muhammad did ride Barack, right? Or whatever. So I guess that's one instance of a pig. I would maybe change your example.
Barack.
See, I was thinking so nice that she was referring to Barack. But guys, she wasn't referring to Barack. The Barack's a horse.
Horse.
It's talking about the rider. Just to be clear. And just putting it out there, the more that Mohammed Hijab talks about entry requirements, just remember, chat, protect all holes, protect all holes.
Oof.
Come on, Mr. Jones. Me and Mrs. Jones.
This is not serious.
Me and Mrs. Hillbilly. Me and Mrs. Jones. Oh yeah. Me and Mrs. Hillbilly. Me and Mrs. Hillbilly. Mm-hmm.
Who on earth put that comment?
Me and Mrs.
And what are they
on? Oh my gosh.
Someone needs to check their speakers. Someone needs to check their speakers like now.
Oh, where is the redneck? Where did he go? Where is the hillbilly? I want him to show.
Is there no one in the room there to talk?
He's got his whole studio full of people by look of it, because he's got at least
there's definitely other people helping him. I don't know for sure if they're in the room, but they're probably in the room because he keeps looking over, right?
Yeah, because what I'm saying, he's looking
the
over
people
and laughing.
He's not putting the comments up. His little minions are putting the comments up for him, for example.
I wonder if the other people in the room are actually laughing with him or at him, or crazy.
Again, guys, the poll is based on that, guys. You have to have an opinion on this, one way or the other. Which of the following was Mohammed Hijab at this point? Because, I mean, drunk and stupid, high and stupid, just stupid, or drunk, high, and stupid.
I don't know how number 4 isn't running away with this. I mean, it is, but it should be worse.
Yeah, well, I don't know who voted for just 3. Maybe someone who is not that familiar with hijab, perhaps. But this isn't normal. He, in fact, as far as I know, he's never gone on a live stream and just started singing randomly. But that is the kind of thing that.
the same song he did one other time, just for the record. And he was very, very clearly like on stuff then too. Him and Sneeko and whoever else he was with. It was bad. But yeah, I think that actually affirms your point even more.
Yeah, because like David, for example, he often will sing lyrics, right? So that doesn't mean anything. And if Hijab did all the time, that wouldn't mean anything. But he does it. This is not his normal behavior. And when you're intoxicated, you have less inhibition and you're more likely to do things that would normally embarrass you, right? And I think that Hijab would probably normally be embarrassed by what he's doing here because it's not good, right? It is quite bad singing. And I mean, if I were to try to sing, that it would also be equally bad. I'm just being objective here. But see, when I'm not drunk, which is all the time, by the way, I know that I can't sing and I don't try. Right?
That is, yeah, it's so bad. Real quick here, we did have a question about the poll. Start it. There we go. Can't find the poll. The poll is just actually on StreamYard here. It's a new feature that they have. If you type 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, it'll take down your vote on the poll. But I've been around some people who have been drunk, and holy cow, yeah, that's about right. There are certain types of drunk people that would definitely fall under as thinking that was a good idea.
I do 0% chance he's sober there. It's a 0% chance.
Not at all. And there's not even that. Well, there's just stupid, I guess, would be the sober option, I guess, on there. But yeah, no. So go ahead, Elle. What do you got?
I do have backstage if you want to pull it up. The other time this happened, I think it's worth watching if everybody's interested. So Jai pointed out, I believe, was this today or within the last couple days, 2 days ago, he pointed out that this was not, in fact, the first time he sang that song. And so here is the other time that we see him sing this.
That was that Bosnia trip.
Tell me more, Alex Jones, about.
First of all, do you guys hear this or? I'm
Yes.
not sure. I just want to make sure. Okay.
You're good.
All right. I want to know more about that, Mrs. Jones.
I
just want to know about Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Mia, Mrs. Jones.
What
Look
the
at
heck?
Sneako's face.
When you freak out, Sneeko, that says something, man. Sneeko's a wild guy.
Can you pause for a second?
Sneeko looks more calm than I think I've ever seen Sneeko look before.
This was the Bosnia trip, wasn't it?
I think so.
And again, yeah, that's not all right in the head. There's something seriously wrong there. You're on something. If I didn't know that this was actually live and this was at least at one point posted by one of them, I would think that this was AI or something like that.
I think that's why Sneeko had that reaction. Sneeko's like, dude, do you know we're live right now?
Well, I think Sneeko's being like, oh, I do see why Islam forbids alcohol now.
Oh, for good reason. Holy cow.
Speaking...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of alcohol, which we know is, of course, haram, somebody pointed out the other day, wait, singing is haram, isn't it? Isn't music haram? Yeah, like this is the top of Torah.
Generally, it's only string instruments, not music. Yeah. So they'll make music, but it's all, they'll say, disclaimer, all sounds are for human voice, even though they're making instrument-like sounds. So human voice is generally allowed in Islam. Now, there is difference of opinion, but generally, voice is allowed.
I think you're right. I think that's true, actually.
Yeah, so either way, though, I think something about the way that he's doing this singing is probably not within the fold of Islam.
And then I mean, like,
No.
there's Arabic singer superstars. There's like many of them, and for the longest, so Middle Easterners, Muslims love music, and they partake, and they love their artist, and so I don't know.
Yeah, I will add that as well. That there are some things that Muslims take very seriously, and there's other things that very few Muslims take seriously. And although we like to point out music, most Muslims don't really consider it a big deal. They'll just listen to actual music. And same thing with images, right? We point out that having images is supposed to be haram, but most Muslims don't take that seriously either. But, something like eating pork, they take extremely serious. Like, that's the worst thing you could do. Or drinking alcohol, right? Those are the two things that if you ask just like any random poor Muslim on the street that barely follows Islam, it never does their 5 daily prayers, rarely could probably give you one verse in the entire Quran. They'll say, yes, I never have alcohol and I never have pork. That's what makes me a Muslim. So for hijab to engage in alcohol is a big deal.
No pork, brother, no pork.
And the thing about Sneeko is we all know based on his streams that he engages in music such as Hail Hitler or whatever that he decided to do multiple times. And also drinking and also pork because on one of his live streams, to my understanding, he was eating pork ribs live as a Muslim, and people in his chat were like, bro, like, what?
That's haram.
And he was like, what?
And then he like spits it out. I didn't realize it was pork. It was just pork. I just got it from the pork barbecue store. I didn't have any idea.
Again, Muslims, these are your champions. These are the people who are being put at the forefront as examples of dawah. Are these guys?
They are not real people, dude. Sometimes I think they're trolling us. They've been trolling us for the last 1,400 years.
Did you want to see the rest of this, or did you want to go back to
Absolutely, because I haven't seen this at all.
Okay.
So this is going to be great.
Also, watch the. You might not be able to see it super well, but the original live chat, I'm assuming from Sneeko, is pretty funny.
This is why you don't stream at 4 a.m.
Like they're even calling him out for being drunk.
What
at 4 a.m. Yeah.
Someone said he's high on Dean. Someone said you're sniffing halal coke.
Yeah.
Time for Fajr. Time for Fajr prayer. Oh my god.
If you want to pause it for a second.
Oh my god.
That's actually a very interesting point. Now, I know it's a joke from the chat there, but a lot of Muslims will say that only alcohol is forbidden, right? Not other forms of intoxicants, because Islam is very legalistic, and Muhammad either didn't know or didn't care about other forms of intoxicants. They're not explicitly forbidden. So you will find Muslims who say, the general principle applies, but you'll find plenty who are like, nope. Marijuana is perfectly fine. Cocaine's fine. Whatever you want to get high, as long as it's not alcohol, is fine because it's not explicitly forbidden. So even though that person was probably joking, they could legitimately be saying, hey, cocaine, hey, that's halal.
This guy right here, very, very haram, brother. Very, very haram, brother.
It's true.
Are you haram? Are you haram? You haram. Who you cute haram?
Good shaitan. It is so funny. We recorded years ago, before I think it was the first Seek and Share Truth conference. We had recorded a skit on the death of Muhammad, and while that may or may not ever see the light of day, it was interesting because we had 2 black dogs that we involved in our experiments, as well as sheep and goats and such, to see like who would eat the Quran the best. And so it was so funny I had at one point, while we weren't rolling, I had just done a test and said, or we might have been rolling, but we weren't like really ready for the actual scene to make it into the final. I'm not really sure what the situation was, but either way, it was done as a test. I said, "Here, Shaitan, here, Shaitan," or something to that regard, and the dog actually came up. And then I tried to redo it, and the dog wouldn't even like do it with calling their actual name or anything, and it was like, what?
Yeah,
that's so funny.
As a point of reference, the dog is a big black German Shepherd. So that would be like the definition of what
I got a German Shepherd up there too. Too big to put in my lap in front of the camera though.
I think actually, now that I think about it, just for clarity, I think we might have only had the one black German Shepherd there at the time, but there have since been two that have been involved. So that was my confusion. But still, yeah, it was so funny. I'm so sad that that's not not publicly available. At least the like 3 seconds of
I don't think that was recorded.
Here's Shaitan. Here's Shaitan.
That would
because we weren't able to recreate it.
Who was that? You yesterday, or Thaddeus, or was it David that said, yeah, Muhammad hated cats. I mean, hated dogs, so they're haram, and he liked cats, so those are halal. That's literally all their religion comes down to. Muhammad's personal preferences.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
So
but he really likes she camels. Really liked them, if you know what I mean.
That's tough.
There are some hadith that I have not been able to verify yet that may involve more of a close relationship between Muhammad and she camels and the young she camels and the young male camels. But I will leave that for another time.
Dude, I don't know if people realize this, but most hadith have actually not been translated yet. All this nasty stuff that we know from their hadith, that's maybe 25%. Imagine what happens when the other stuff gets translated. Slowly but surely, dude, Islam's not making it out of the 21st century.
Okay, this is the stuff they selectively said, yes, we're going to translate this stuff.
Right. This was the stuff that passed.
This is stuff that passed. The Al-Zut is the stuff that passed. Just wait. Oh, yes, really. I did that. It was part of the research I did for the video on bestiality in Islam, which I think is like a 10-minute long video I did. Needless to say, it's very obvious. But yeah, I wasn't able to 100% verify that hadith, so I didn't end up including it. I'm still on the hunt for that. Every now and then I try to look it up again in a incognito mode, in my defense.
Good choice.
because my research is getting that bad.
One thing I have to say to that, and that is save the dolphins. All right.
Save the dolphins. Hashtag save the dolphins. And for those of you that don't know what that means, that is in Pakistan? Yes, Pakistan. There are river dolphins that are being driven to extinction. And when I saw that, I was like, what, climate change, maybe over hunting, maybe encroachment by people. No, it's rape. They're raping the dolphins to death, to extinction. I'm not kidding. I know I'm smiling, but it's just so incredibly insane. There's a petition online to go register, and that's what started the whole research into the relation between Islam and bestiality. It's because bestiality increases wherever Islam goes. It's right behind pedophilia. It's like that goes up too.
Wow.
It's like, what?
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. That's wild.
Yeah, there's a petition online to save the dolphins, to stop the cultural rape of dolphins in Pakistan.
Dude, I'm so used to TikTok. I'm so used to TikTok speech. Everything you drop that R word, I'm like, ooh, and then I forget you can talk different on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the problem with me going over to TikTok is I don't like putting a filter on my mouth, and
It's
I
hard.
really don't like being told what not to say.
Yeah, it's tough on TikTok.
So
I'm used to it at this point. Now I'm using TikTok speech like other places that doesn't require it. It's hilarious. On a live, it's like you hear everybody say on a live and grape, and we have like these little code words for everything on TikTok.
Yep, I like saying murdered in cold blood. There you go. So, yep.
Are you live on TikTok right now, Eric?
Nope, not TikTok. I'm not big enough yet.
Okay.
Or I don't know what the requirements are. I haven't looked into all the details yet. I'll deal with that later. It'll be on the to-do list to be live there, but then I gotta watch my words. Because technically I've already been banned from TikTok once. So we'll see. Elle, would you like to continue the video?
Yeah. And excuse the profanity and stuff, but again, I do think the live chat that he was getting is quite interesting.
Mrs. Jones.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed the stream. Time for Fajr prayer. Appreciate you, Musa. Appreciate you, Mohammed Hijab.
Appreciate you, bro.
We'll be going.
He is so
around
uncomfortable.
tomorrow. This was the fun stream. Long of love, speech. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be safe. Make sure everybody follow the stream and follow Mohammed Hijab, follow Musa, and yeah, we're gonna be outside tomorrow. We're gonna be here in Bosnia. Appreciate you. Bye.
Yeah, Bosnia.
How wild is that? That Sneeko, right? Sneeko, a guy who has to stream on Rumble because he's been banned from every other platform for his outrageous behavior, is the voice of reason in this situation.
Is outraged by this behavior.
Yeah. Now, to be 100% fair, if it's 4 a.m. there, you do tend to get goofy if you don't have enough sleep. Not that goofy, though. Not that goofy.
Yeah.
That is definitely high or drunk on something, just like what they're saying. He's drunk in the live chat as it's going up.
Yeah, I tend to get slap happy late at night, but not like that.
That's why one of the boom boom rooms that is one of the, I guess, sorry, wrong one. One of the goofiest ones, which is the Mohammed Hijab. No, Mohammed meets the gays for Palestine.
Queers for Palestine.
One of the reasons why Queers for Palestine. One of the reasons why that one is so funny is because everyone there was tired as all get out. It had been a long day. We've recorded multiple videos, and this was like the last one at like 8 a.m. that they were recording. And it was like we've been up all night. And it came off really good. But
Someone said goofy like a Sufi.
Goofy like a Sufi.
I do also.
Is the hillbilly like?
Go ahead.
I can save it for after, but I do have some other comments from other people that I thought were worth showing as well.
Go ahead.
So even like Muslims have been calling Hijab out for his recent thing about being intoxicated, which is a clear pattern. Muslims have called him out in the past for being intoxicated, and especially with like this most recent bout. Faris Al-Hamadi said, I work in rehab. I could be wrong, but he seems intoxicated, possibly on drugs. And if we go to your stream right now that you're doing, somebody actually commented on it and said, Desmond Quinn said, former bouncer here, utterly ish-faced, wouldn't have let him in. So it's quite apparent. I just wanted to highlight that, since that's seems to be a consensus from Muslims, from Christians, from people who have dealt with lots of people who have been intoxicated.
Oh, but we're not done yet. there's still more.
Oh, I can't believe this hillbilly. Why is he not coming?
Why? I don't understand.
Is that who
why.
I think it is in the chat? I think this is Nick. No.
Before we switch on to the next one, I do want to highlight how much premeditated this is. But we will hit that in just a second. I do want to remind the people in the live chat, do remember that you can vote on this wonderful poll that we have here by typing 1, 2, 3, 4 into the chat by whichever one you want. Which of the following is Mohammed Hijab? Drunk and stupid, high and stupid, just stupid, or drunk, high, and stupid? It seems pretty obvious. Do make sure to like and share this live stream so more people will see what Islam actually does to people. Because these are the top brass, according to them.
Wow. You had a very interesting super chat.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Thanks for the donation.
Manifesting.
I
don't even know what this means. What?
I know what it means. If you don't know what it means, I don't think you probably want me to explain.
Well, I'm pretty sure I do. This is a nice new black Quran, fully Arabic.
Yeah, but can somebody explain to me why they always insult Jews when they're talking to Christians? Like, are they okay? They do this all the time. They'll come up and we're cooking Muslims on live, and they're like, yeah, but the Jews, they do this. It's Muslim-Christian dialogue, dude. Why you guys always bringing up the Jews, weirdos?
The Jews! 1 second here. Go ahead, Al, for a second. If you want to say anything about this.
Again, it's attacking a person instead of an argument. It seems like they're trying to throw a bunch of stuff in this, but yeah, really not sure how this is helping make whatever you have to say look good at all.
Yeah, and by the way, are they aware that their prophet practiced this on his grandkids, the sons of Ali, Hassan and Hussein? Are they aware of that? Hey,
probably not.
Hey, whatever your name is, your prophet practiced this. So he was inspired by the Jews, it seems. Maybe you should read your sources sometimes, you goofball.
So first chapter here. Let's do the first page of the first chapter.
Yeah, that guy right there, the guy Thaddeus Holden. He practiced that on his grandkids.
Oh, don't worry. Eric's got something first, but then I got something for this guy too.
See what you did? This is why your prophet told you to be nice to Christians. Because if you don't, then they'll do stuff like this. Not at your best interest.
So I appreciate the $5. In fact, I'm going to go use the $5 to go buy another Quran. Thank you very much. But here is the first page of the Quran, and look, it's got your name on it. Why did I write your name on it? It's for remembrance, so that it will remember on the day of resurrection. According to Islam, this will turn into a little birdie. It will fly to Allah and let him know what you made me do, which is ripping up a page of the Quran. I mean, that seems like a pretty big sin. So there you go. You are now partially responsible for these pages being ripped up.
Hey, you should make this a regular segment. I'll insult me for $5.
Hey, I'm down.
So we got Mohammed here. All right, we got Mohammed. So this is extra special. This is a world premiere. This has never happened bore. Right? So Hijab likes to talk about people's noses. I think he's calling it stapled. I'm not quite sure what that means exactly. But this Muhammad has a nice big nose. It might be useful for something. What would it be useful for? Oh, look. Oh, no, the poor Quran. What is Muhammad doing to that Quran? Oh, Muhammad, why did you do that? Why did you do that, Muhammad? Why did you do that? Oh, no, look what Muhammad's doing. Muhammad is going crazy on this Quran.
Oh, no.
And think about this. They decided to do this on a live stream where we are literally not ripping up any pages of the Quran yet. We haven't even insulted really anything that they believe. We just pointed out what Mohammed Hijab's done.
Yeah. You see that, Malik? So before you, because you're probably watching, before you repackage this and somehow claim the victim card, and just like you vilify Avery for sitting in the presence of people that rip Qurans, but this is why the Qurans get ripped. It's always a response to something. I guess I'm gonna be guilty too now. I'm getting ready to get doxxed now, guys. I'm in the presence of Quran rippers, so now I'm guilty. Thanks.
Guilt by association.
Thanks. Oh, wait, was that the thumbs up?
Wait, what? How do you do that?
It's an iPhone feature.
Oh, it's so fancy. That's cool.
My information is going to be all over the internet tomorrow, fellas.
Man, you gotta use that in the live chats live streams. Whenever you go live on YouTube, you just pull up your, any super chat. You just hold up your thumb, and there you go. You got fireworks going for super chats. That'd be cool. That'd be what I'd be doing.
First time using this MacBook, I guess it came in handy.
It's Nick.
There's somebody else in the chat, even more surprising than that. I think that's Avery's wife.
Wow.
Wait a minute, is that Avery's wife there? Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Wait. Before you put her on. Wait up. This is very surprising. What, is that you? Wait a minute. Let me just double check. Let me see. Before I put you on, Avery's wife is in the back by the looks of it, guys. Avery's wife is in the back. Yeah, you heard it right. Can we double check that's her? Can we see is it her? It's definitely her. Okay.
All of this is pure act. 100%. And he knows it is. And it's
he doesn't even know her name. So how would he possibly know she's there, right? If he doesn't even know her name.
Well, yeah, he's already got this ready to go.
Of course.
Wow. So I know why she's here. Oh, wait a minute. What? Wait. I think I know why she's here.
Boy, he sure got excited.
Off, guys. Here we go again. Strip her back.
So the mere idea of a woman being in the chat has got him this excited.
Oh yeah. On here, I got
this. It's the religion of 15-minute marriages, guys. This is the religion of 15-minute marriages.
Okay, anyone in the chat that wants to do a thumbnail or a video on this, take this screenshot right now, Mohammed Hijab. Go to like Adobe, remove the background, and that's your thumbnail. Okay,
Eric, I do have a video. I do have a video related to this. I might take your suggestion.
Absolutely.
To give you an idea of how worried I am about all this release of information, I live in the Lion's Den. These guys came and visited. I was the local when these guys came and visited Dearborn, and I plaster my face all over TikTok when I make this content. Should give you an idea of how worried I am about my stuff getting leaked.
I was just waiting for the fireworks again, but it didn't happen.
Now you got to do thumbs up for that, I think.
So we got another super chat.
Not in the Al Zoot sense that Hijab is about to leak all over the chat.
Oof.
What we got for another super chat here from our friend who seems to like to donate to the ministry for some weird reason.
Hey,
I'm not
buddy.
sure why he keeps doing this, but okay. Thank you very much. You've already paid for this page, so we'll go ahead and put your name on it. He is calling Jesus a pedophile.
Wait, what kind of Muslims are these? I don't understand.
I don't know, man. They
What kind
keep
of Muslims
going.
are these?
I also don't understand his logic exactly.
Yeah, but that's a given, Thaddeus. Logic. I mean, you're asking for a lot, brother.
Because some rabbi said something, that means that Jesus is a pedophile. Very weird. Very weird.
Coming from the guy whose prophet said her silence is her consent. Yeah, good one, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
Yeah. So here we go again. So here's the super chat right here. And here's a page. I even got a thicker marker this time so you can even see it easier. That's page number 2. And actually, that is the end of chapter 1 of the Quran. You just made me rip up the entire chapter 1 of the Quran. Oh, well.
Hey, I don't know.
Chapter 1 here.
What are the chances this guy's not?
Should I get out the extra haram, Muhammad?
Uh-oh.
The all black one?
Oh
no.
Oh,
no.
To say Muhammad was black is to be killed.
That's black.
I know. Famous Sharia ruling. Whoever says Muhammad was black, he deserves to be killed, for Muhammad was not black. This Muhammad's black, though.
Think of that. There are a lot of black people who convert to Islam because they are convinced that Islam is the black man's religion. No, Muhammad was right, and he thought that being called black was such an insult that you have to be executed for it.
Mm-hmm. He is now wearing a hijab. Or, I would say niqab, but it doesn't show it covers whole body. So you decide. You decide whether it's a hijab or niqab or whatever.
Yeah, Thaddeus, we changed his name to Mohammed Niqab earlier today. He's Mohammed Niqab now.
So we got another one saying Mo-zooted Quran with his nose. All ham to Allah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. See, guys, everything was so peaceful. See what you started? See, this is why your prophet told you to be kind to us. Because he was worried about these kinds of responses, you know? But you guys don't listen to your prophet. You listen to your da'wah, guys. That's the problem with you.
Wait a minute. Avery's wife is here. I think I know why she's here.
Yeah, he should not be messing with his shirt while talking about another man's
All
life.
the talk that we were saying before.
Wait
a minute. What is it? I think that.
Absolutely not.
And you can tell by some of these comments. I mean, some of the people are just think it's funny, but some of the people actually believe him, right? They believe that she's actually there, and they think it's very funny that she's there and how embarrassing it is.
Room temp
and from their perspective, it would be, right? It would be very embarrassing for a woman to come and defend her husband, because women should be silent and they shouldn't ever talk to a man who's not their husband. As Malik told us, that Elle was doing something unbelievably shameful because she was on the same live stream as multiple men. Like, how could her husband allow her to appear on a live stream with other men? But strangely, Malik is fine with having women who are not his wife on his stream. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about hijab today. And hijab has this little act, right? He's got this little act. Oh, look, I see Avery's wife in the chair. Oh, I'm going to strip for her. She can be my next hotel wife. I got so many of them, but don't worry, I divorced them as quickly as I married them, so I got room. I got room, baby. Come on and climb on top dopamine. What a disgusting, perverted freak. I have a feeling, right? I have a feeling that what Hijab does, he's like, okay, I got to pay the bills. I'm going to record a Dawa video. And then I can get back to my 20 hours of watching porn a day. Because that seems to me that's all he does is watch porn, drink alcohol, and occasionally do a Dawa video.
Yeah. So here we go with
step it up too, cheap ass. $5. Step it up. You got money.
Here from the IDF. IDF kills children again. Here we go. There's another page right there.
Hey, why are you suggesting she do stuff with Quran pages?
Yeah, I don't know if this guy. I don't know if this guy's a Muslim, but like nothing else makes sense either, though.
Well, I mean, he's clearly, anti-Israel. He could be a non-Muslim who just hates Jews for other reasons, I suppose.
Hell, he also hates Muslims, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he clearly hates Quran pages, that's for sure.
Why does he hate us? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I still got to try the bacon wrapped Quran pages because those actually sound decent.
Oof. That's tough.
Snowing, it's snowing.
I got a feeling Mohammed Hijab's going to make us rip a couple more pages, but we'll go ahead and continue.
Oh, don't worry. IDF wants to give us more jizya, so.
Hey.
Yeah, it's 10
I got a
bucks
full
an
page
insult
here.
now, pal. 10 an insult now. Step it up. Cheap ass.
Wants to beseech me. She wants to ask me about the
No,
copyright
Avery's
strike.
wife does not want to besiege you in the way that you
Is
talk
that right?
about women.
Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? You want that? But before I put you on, this is the question you're going to answer, Avery's wife.
Can you use her name
This
if you
is
know
the
it?
question you're going to answer. Why should I? Yeah. Why should I respond to your copyright? Tell me that, Avery's wife. Tell me why should I?
One, it's not his copyright. It's your copyright strike. But you can't keep that straight.
And that's actually a very interesting phrase. He said, why should I respond to... I'll just give him benefit of the doubt, right? He's forgetting what he's talking about. Why should I respond to your counterclaim to my copyright strike? Well, I mean, you're legally obligated to if you want to enforce your copyright. That might be a reason. But I'm sure he's not going to respond to it. And nor would Avery want him to necessarily, because if he doesn't respond, then Avery wins. So he's like, why should I respond to your counterclaim? Oh, you got to beg me to respond. But if I don't respond, you win. Oh, I got you good. Oh, baby. Oh. What an idiot.
For the people in the chat that aren't familiar with how YouTube handles copyright claims, there's a couple ways to do it. Sometimes copyright claims only take some monetization. Sometimes they actually block the content. But if you dispute it, you have two options after you dispute it. Either you can go the long way, which is less invasive, or you can challenge them straight up and say, you have a week to basically give me legal documents that you own this and you want to take me to court, or I get to use it. I'm pretty sure Avery took the second option there, because the other option waits 30 days. So, yep, his time's almost up.
I think we're going to have I imagine a bunch of people are going to have a party when that video is back up. I saw someone on David's stream the other day said that they're going to watch it every day for 10 days straight since it was taken down for 10 days. So, I have a feeling, awesome. The video had like 200, 300,000 views, something like that beforehand, which is quite exceptional. But I have a feeling that's going to be a drop in the bucket once it's back up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
So let's see. Wait, hold on here. I did see a comment I wanted to bring up. There we go. So I guess I am now IDF funded. Because there's a guy in the chat with his name IDF that's now funding this channel and Quran desecration. Literally. I'm going to take your money and I'm going to buy more Qurans.
And he literally encouraged it. He said, why don't you do stuff with the pages of the Quran? Okay. Whatever you want, buddy.
I do a lot more stuff. And you will see that shortly. And whenever I do the L from Ohio video, there's going to be a lot more stuff done to the Quran. Oh, I've got some ideas. It's taken me a bit of time because there's quite a few things that I want to collect before we do it because I want to take it up a notch.
Take the video when it was clear that he was in the wrong. Tell me now. Put her on there. And what are you?
He was not in the wrong legally. It's called fair use. Exactly.
Well,
what we're doing.
I mean, it wouldn't. Okay, so it wouldn't actually be fair use. Just to clarify, because Avery posted the whole thing without added commentary, right? He couldn't really claim fair use, but Hijab gave him explicit permission, right? He gave him explicit permission to post it. So that would, if you give someone permission, you can't then sue them or file a copyright complaint or take them to court or whatever for the permission, using the permission that you gave them.
Yep. So, nope, not going to work. Mohammed Hijab.
Dude. What are you willing to do, Avery's wife, in order for the video to be reinstated? Can you come on and tell us about that?
Oh, we know you're thinking.
I think she's coming on now. Oh, there she is. What do you say?
The dumbass doesn't even realize that the volume's not on, I think.
That's what I'm laughing on. Okay, so he's done this premeditated thing where he's going to fake her calling in. And this is the clip that Maliki Leak shared.
Yeah. Well, notice this is a clip from Malik's live stream, right? It's not even the original video. Like, Malik didn't even send him the original video to send. He sent him a clip from his own live stream, and Hijab is playing that. Although he did add the blur. He did add the blur. Malik didn't blur anything.
So, but the whole point is he's done this big build up to this whole thing, making it a huge joke and insulting her the entire way. And he doesn't even know the audio's off.
Mm-hmm.
And he's reacting to audio that no one can hear.
Yep.
Brilliant move.
Yeah, he's having a virtual conversation with the audio that's playing and no one can hear it.
What a dummy.
Yeah, we have everything you're looking for.
And again, that was an interview for a job. That looks like some sort of game show or something.
I think it was an audition, right? That they had open auditions for a podcast or a TV show or whatever. And they sent in a video auditioning. And yes, saying we have everything you're looking for is a perfectly reasonable thing in context of to host the show or whatever. But Malik and now Hijab is pretending that it's some sort of porn thing. Which, I mean, those words could be part of some porn thing. I mean, Hijab seems to be an expert on what he finds in pornos. But they could also be perfectly innocent and, in fact, are. Right? Because this is a video that was uploaded to YouTube. You cannot upload pornography to YouTube.
But, I mean, I've done interviews before for jobs. And you do sell yourself like that because you're saying that I can fulfill everything you need for this position. Yep. I can do that. I looked at it, it's like, this is just a job interview video yes, for some sort of podcast or something like that, some video thing, but it's still the sort of same phrases you would even use whenever you go on to any other job. It's like, okay, you're just selling what you can do, how you can make this work.
Yeah, literally a guy in a suit and tie in an in-person interview could be saying the exact same words.
I wonder if they're familiar with the term "ho jobbies." It's a real term. They call them that for a reason.
We have everything you're looking for. Oh my God. She said we have everything we're looking for. So if she
what are you looking for,
if it's true, Avery's wife, that you have everything that we're looking for, and that you do anything, okay, in order to get the copyright reinstated and for the video to go back up.
Literally taking a video from years ago out of context in order to make the smear campaign. Muslims, this is your champ.
I would like to think no one in the audience would be stupid enough not to realize this is a gag, but I bet you there were people who actually thought that was actually her calling in.
Oh, yeah.
Room temp IQ. Room temp IQ.
And I have a proposition for Avery, and I have a proposition for Mr. Michael Jones. All the same entry requirements. If you want it, if you want me to remove the copyright, or if you want to come and speak to the champ, this is what you got to do, right? You got to go on your hands and knees, all right? You got to go on your hands and knees, all right? I want you to get on your hands and knees, and I want you to put your hands together like this. You see this? And I want you to start begging the champ.
Well, that wouldn't be on your hands and knees, now would it? That would just be on your knees. Because if you're on your hands are touching the ground.
Who else was on his hands and knees? Thaddeus in the desert, surrounded by a bunch of men. Who was that again?
Yeah, I think that does sound very familiar. Yeah. It sounds something like what Muhammad the Prophet experienced and what Muhammad the disgusting clown probably watches on a daily basis. He probably watches videos where 30 naked men are surrounding one other naked man, and the one in the middle is on his hands and knees as he begs the other men. And that I think that's probably what Hijab is inspired by.
I think so too.
Now, just as another example to any aspiring YouTuber or TikToker or whatever out there, here's another great thumbnail. Remove that and add it in as you see fit. Mohammed Hijab begging Avery to not put up the video. Mohammed Hijab begging us not to review the video, considering he tried to take it down before we could get a copy of it. There you go, guys. There you go. Mohammed Hijab begging.
Please, brother, please.
But again, this is him telling another man's wife to beg for him. Here you go, Mohammed Hijab.
Yeah, so actually, you're being a little generous to him because yes, he is saying begging, but no, he didn't start it as begging, right? He started as crawling towards him, which I'm sure has a very sexual connotation in his mind. Especially after playing that video where he's like, "Oh, you'll do anything I want. Ooh, I want you to crawl over to me, baby." Ooh.
Well, he's messing with his shirt on a live
unbuttoning
stream,
his shirt,
talking about another man's wife.
I mean, we're all familiar with how he likes removing his shirt, so
yeah, there's a reason Hatun calls him part-time stripper.
Unfortunately.
I want to see. I know this is revealing some strange side of me, but I'm sorry to say, I don't
really.
You don't say.
I did not catch that when I saw this before. That is a perfect clip. That is a perfect clip. I know this is revealing some strange side of me.
Mm-hmm.
What? And he had a moment of clarity and realizes what he's doing. I'm revealing what I do, what I think about when the camera's not on. But hey, who cares? And again, symptom of being drunk, right? His inhibition is gone. He wouldn't normally reveal this behavior to anyone else. Normally he'd be ashamed of it. But right now, who cares?
How are you going to justify this one, Leaky Leak? I'm sure you'll be on live tomorrow justifying this. Come on, man. This is your team.
See.
This is the team. This is the team you're inviting people to earlier. I'd find a different team if I was you, pal.
Remember, guys, in the chat, you can vote 1, 2, 3, or 4. We'll review this later on. This is running in the background the entire time. So you can put your votes down and let us know what you think Mohammed Hijab really is.
I don't mind that people see it. I don't mind anyone see it. Okay, I want Avery's wife. She can start us off with the process, okay? I want you. You already know how to go on your knees very well. You were just saying to the people that, you know, you give you all that you want, and you worked in the sex industry, and you're working in all these kind of things.
Wait a second. She was saying no such thing, sir. She was saying no such thing. You disgusting freak.
She was not saying anything like that, but yet he puts that on her. Flops that down as if that's actually what she's saying. A couple pages for you there.
The revert women, they like to get on their hands and knees before me, so why don't you? This is what Dawa was all about. Dawa was about getting women to give you sexual pleasure. That's the only purpose of Dawa. I don't care if anyone knows that.
I wonder how Mohammed Hijab's real wife feels about this, by the way. These sorts of perversions he's propagating online.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Know how to get on your knees. You need to now get on your hands and knees and bring your hands like this and start begging.
Dude, you can't
say, can we have the video reinstated, master, sir?
Master, sir, huh?
This is what you need
That's
to
what you're
say.
into?
Master, sir, from a black woman.
I mean, Arabs practiced slavery with black people for, what, like 2 or 3 times longer than the extent of the... No. That's way
they still do.
Estimating it.
They still
do.
So somewhere from around the years, let's say 1200 to 1950, give or take, is when the height of the Arab slave trade was, by which I mean Arabs doing slave trading, not Arabs being slaves. Meanwhile, the transatlantic slave trade lasted about 100 years, I believe, in its extent. Of course, slavery itself lasted a little bit longer than the transatlantic, but still, in the history of Europeans taking advantage of the existing slave market that was available because of Muslim slave traders, let's just say 200 years compared to 850 years. So more than 4 times as long that the Arab trade of black Africans was in place. Interesting.
And just as a point of reference with that slave trade, there was, in the American slave trade, the fatality rate was 1 in 10.
Mm-hmm.
For the Arab slave trade, the survival rate was 1 in 10.
Wow.
Yeah, at least among males. Because the Arab slave trade, it was very different. They were interested mostly in sex slaves. So they didn't really care that much about labor slaves. So they would castrate any males because they didn't want them to sleep with their wives because they were afraid that the slaves would do that. And castration was very dangerous. Most especially among adult males, which is what they would be using for labor, obviously. And so very few of them survived. But the ones that did survive were castrated. And if the females got pregnant, they simply killed the baby. So that's why you don't see dark-skinned people as the heritage in Arabia, but you do see dark-skinned people heritage in the Americas. Because one of these places killed all of the offspring of slaves, and the other did not.
And Michael Jones, if you want to...
one thing I did want to point out with that is if he's in the UK, him saying that is a violation of UK hate speech. Saying that to a black woman is a violation of UK hate speech, according to my understanding.
Probably.
So, whoopsie.
Wait, but doesn't Hijab have a really good lawyer?
Not anymore.
He has a really stupid lawyer.
Discuss with the champ, and you come in here and you're talking this and you're talking that. What I want you to do, the redneck hillbilly, is I want you to get on your hands and knees too. And once you go on your hands and knees, you're gonna do the following with your hands, and you're gonna start begging the champ. I want to see some.
So what I'm hearing from you, Hijab, is that you're an equal opportunity. Men can get on their hands and knees and give you pleasure. Women can get on their hands and knees and give you pleasure. It doesn't matter to you. Wherever it comes from, that's perfectly fine by Mohammed Hijab. As long as he's the dominator, he doesn't care who he's dominating.
Who told this guy he was?
And I do mean sexually.
Who gave him the impression he was this important? That's what I'm trying to figure out. All IP was trying to do is humiliate you, put you in your place, and show the true level of your intellect, Hijab. Nobody's gonna beg you, bozo. Who the hell you think you are?
To answer your question, that's called liquid courage. That would be the answer.
Beg. It's time to see begging. Beg.
Begging, huh?
Weirdo.
Beg.
Absolute weirdo.
It's time to beg. You already know how to.
Are you reciting a script from the last corner you watched?
What's going on here?
Bro, is an
what is going on here?
Why are you not begging?
Again, he lives in his own little echo chamber there that it's like me, I'm the number one, and he's got a bunch of people in the chat just stroking his ego. Hopefully that's the only thing.
Although apparently not that many, because they stopped putting up comments, which makes me think that even his own audience is probably not egging it on. They're probably like, what is wrong with you, dude? Shut up.
I was telling Eric earlier, the new generation is not very fond of Hijab, nor do they respect him. I don't know who told him he was the champ, but he's washed up. Muslim apologists don't respect you, Hijab. Libiano's their daddy. They name drop Libiano when they talk to us. Nobody mentions you, dude. You're washed up. Look at you. All that gray in your hair and your beard talking like that. Clown.
I think that's an indication, again, of him even doing these open call and live streams. Is he's trying to save his career. And this is the desperate move that he's had to do, is actually open it up for open debate. And it has not worked out the way that he thought it would.
Someone said, so Libiano did this?
Who did this? I'm going to actually say Malik did this, right? Because Malik set all this up. Malik is the one that convinced Libiano and Hijab to react to the video of Avery, or about Avery's wife, I mean. And that didn't work. So then he's probably the one who convinced him to go live. because it's not something he normally does, but it is something Malik normally does. Malik has an unusual talent for ruining Dawa careers.
Now,
not that you're wrong. Hijab was already washed up, right? He was already on the decline, but he sure pushed that gas pedal as he's going downhill. Vroom, he's crash landing. I have never seen someone implode so much, so fast as Hijab has in the last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Berlin, I got a question. Since you're a lot more familiar with TikTok than I am, obviously. The TikTok scene, I should say. Malik has said over and over again in his live streams that he was this big honcho dude at one point. That he was like running TikTok. Is there any validity?
He also claims this was before our time, because he's an OG supposedly. So he was doing this before any of us was on TikTok apparently. So there's no witnesses. We don't know, Eric.
Very convenient, just like Mohammed in the cave. No witnesses. Now, that's an interesting point because there is something to be said that Malik, again, by what I see, like 2K subs on TikTok, something around that number. He can dictate, though, because that was his stream that was shared here by Mohammed Hijab. He can dictate to Mohammed Hijab who to attack, how to pursue this, and what to use. And he's dictating to, like, Libiano a lot of times what to do. Now, Libiano normally gives him lip service, like when he said that he was going to share videos and do videos on things that he never ends up doing because he's not actually backing Malik. He's doing the very minimum because Malik is back there blackmailing all these guys. Right. So whatever he has something on Mohammed Hijab. He has something on Libiano. He has something on Dean Response. He has something on these people.
Tough.
Well, we don't really have to speculate that much as far as Libiano goes, at least. Because in the stream where he said all kinds of things about Warner, like Warner wanting to take it up the butt, Warner hanging out with trans so-called women, Warner taking donation money and using it to get high, and so on and so forth. At the end of that, he says him and Libiano are the two biggest disappointments. And then someone in the chat says, what did Libiano do? Why are you bringing him into this? He said, what didn't he do? Implying that he did all the same things. All the same things.
Ooh, yeah. Rough.
Plus, on top of all the same things, didn't he say that Libiano was a rapist?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. A wife beater and a rapist. And
which is very
to work with him, interestingly enough.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. It's very interesting that the people that he's championing are primarily, well, at least two of the top, 3 people he's working with are people who have been accused of rape. He's working with Sam Shimon, who has been accused of rape, and he's working with Libiano, which has been accused of rape. But he's working for Muhammad, who was confirmed as a rapist. So
that's true.
Muhammad, the false prophet, pull up that Muhammad. So
her silence is her consent, Muhammad.
That one. Yep.
Tough.
You're already begging me in one way. Now beg me the official way. Beg me the right way. Beg me the real way. Beg me on my terms.
Pause, dude. No Momo.
I don't want your terms.
No Momo.
No, all zoot. No zooting.
No Momo.
Although
and just in case people lost track, he's now talking about Michael Jones inspiring philosophy. He's no longer talking about Christina. Just I'm sure you probably couldn't tell.
That's why
you can't tell any difference between the language because there isn't any. He's using the same sexual language for Mike.
Like me 50 Shades of Hijab way.
Big nope. Big
Dude.
Nobody.
Dude.
No.
Dude. You did not leave anything out. You didn't leave anything to the imagination. He was like, well, he's kind of hinting. He's not really calling. No, nope.
Yeah, I mean, he's using all this language of sexual domination, sadistic, masochistic things. And then he just goes ahead and references the most famous novel that talks about those things. He doesn't want anyone to have any confusion about what he means, right? He very much wants to sexually dominate Michael Jones.
Pause.
Mohammed Hijab, I don't think you're his type. I'm just putting it out there. I'm pretty sure you're not. I'm like 99% sure.
And again,
50
this is
Shades
another
way.
person who is married.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is married. He has a wife. Mohammed Hijab is boldly proclaiming that he wants to commit adultery with Mike, which of course would not consent to doing such evil, atrocious things. But according to Jesus, Mohammed Hijab has already committed adultery with Michael Jones in his heart.
That's tough.
Let me get the cuffs. Let me get the cuffs.
I keep on pausing it. It keeps getting worse. Dude, what the heck?
Insanity. Yeah, like Thaddeus said, nobody, it was such a smooth transition between Christina and Mike. It was like nothing changed in the language.
So to be fair, he said it's for all three of them. I don't know if he said that before this point or after this point, but he said all of this applies to all three of them, to Christina,
so Avery too.
to Godlogic, and to Inspiring Philosophy.
Yeah, I think that's what Hijab wants. He wants a 3 men, 1 woman situation where he's dominating the other 3.
See, I think there's one part of this he's not actually saying out loud, is he's pretending to be the pitcher, but in reality, I think he would be the catcher, actually.
Okay, I got like 30 seconds, not even like 10 seconds left in this video. I'm gonna make a statement.
I was gonna say 30.
Mohammed
That's
Hijab,
like 30 more minutes.
Yeah, Mohammed Hijab, do not disappoint me when I say this. But at this point, the only thing else that you could say that to add on to this is if you wanted to invite the goat to join. I'm gonna hit play now. I'm gonna hit play now. Do not add that in, please.
Huh? Greg.
Very funny.
Let's talk to someone now. We had enough laughs and jokes for a little while.
I know. Great da'wah that was, Muhammad. That was some great da'wah, man. People are falling over themselves to join Islam after hearing that. Good job, pal.
So just out of curiosity, because I actually haven't seen anything beyond that, does he actually end up talking to another caller, or does he end the live stream after that?
I actually do not know. I don't know, because he hadn't actually.
Imagine if he. I think he did end the live stream, but I can't confirm that. But imagine if he did talk to another caller. Someone calls in, like, "Yeah, I'd like to debate whether Muhammad's a true prophet or not." After that, right?
Well, I don't even think I looked through the video. I don't think he actually debates anyone that calls in. He just
unless
turns
he
it
removed
over.
them all.
Unless he removed them. I don't know. Because if he edited it before we got this video, then I don't know.
So since when
this is part 2. Part 1 does have some actual debates, I think.
Okay, good. At least he shows up occasionally. So, guys, remember the poll? Put it on my face. You guys don't need to see me. There we go. So make sure to vote in the
Eric
poll.
is wearing
1, 2,
a niqab.
4. I am hiding like Mohammed Hijab. I have taken lessons from the chomp, and I must hide. So go ahead and enter in your last polls, last call here for you guys to engage with it. I think this is very telling on where Mohammed Hijab's going, which is out the door. I think he's basically almost done.
It's interesting because, you had the champion of the previous generation was Zakir Naik, right? So you go back 2 generations, Ahmed Deedat, 1 generation, Zakir Naik. The current champion is indeed Mohammed Hijab, but he is sensing that his time is at his end. And unlike Zakir Naik, he's not going to go down slowly, get less and less views on every video. No, he's going to go out in a flaming blaze of glory. And we're all for that, Hijab. We're all for that. And I do think that, well, I don't know, right? I would say that Orthodox Muslim is the next up because he is certainly like the biggest rising star, except he's kind of already imploded and destroyed his career before he even made it to the top, right? Because I don't think anyone's ever going to talk to him, right? I don't think he's going to get any debates with anyone credible. I think he is quite blacklisted, and I don't know how he's going to actually maintain relevance without being able to humiliate Christians.
No, I think he is
by ripping his fans off.
He'll
rip his fans off and live.
Yeah, that's a good point.
For a while.
Yeah, that's a good point because he's already gone into the grifting phase.
Yep.
He just posted a thing that you can now get a 1-hour call with him for $99. So
that's the end right there.
The funny thing is, the muzzos will pay it to talk to their new daddy, Lesbo Plump Lips.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think there is some legitimacy of an actual scholar, actual teacher charging for their time, right? If you want a private call, you should have to pay for it. But he's not, right? He's not a scholar. He's not a counselor. No. He's doesn't have any special ability. In fact,
he's Avery's son.
His previous scam was to charge people for access to his Discord server where he teaches them how to do dawah, except everything on the server was just copy and pasted from someone else's work, right? So for the most part, ripping off other Muslims, but nonetheless ripping people off, right? Taking their work that they put time and effort into it, putting it on his server and charging people to access it.
Sounds about right. Avery's son is all you'll ever be. Libby Ibn Avery. That's your name. And instead of being grateful for all the clout he gave you, this is how you repay him, by slandering his wife. You pathetic little weasel.
Elle, go ahead.
I was just going to say I want to insult Avery's fatherhood like that. I'm sure if when Godlogic has children that he will be able to train and equip them in many wonderful things, and I would think that he would not let them get away with things that Libiano seems to get away with. So calling Libiano his son is
true.
Quite an insult to Godlogic.
True. True.
It is weird though, like all the daddy kinks that Libiano has. Does anybody else find that weird? Like, what's the deal with the daddy kink that he has? Like, he goes on his things, and I think like he just posted a stream or something, like maybe yesterday. It was just a couple minutes long, and I think his name was something like David Wood's daddy or something like that. Like, question.
Based on what? Didn't he turn down the debate with the Dizzle because he blacklisted him or something? What are we talking about?
Yeah, in the past, and now he's blacklisted, right? So no debate is going to happen. But yeah, actually, that's the interesting thing. So in January and early February, Malik was all anti-Libiano because he was not following the boycott. He was not following the rule about not debating David or Avery. And then suddenly they're buddy because he bowed and said, okay, fine, I won't debate them. Now, all of a sudden, Malik wants them to debate, so he's trying to get a debate again. This Malik guy, he's, I would say he's the worst of all planners, but I think that title was already taken.
So, what do you guys have coming up next? I do want to go through this poll in just a second, but I want to give the chat one last opportunity to jump in. Elle, what do you got coming up?
The more and more that I see these evil sexual perversions of those inviting people to Islam and seeing what they're really inviting people to, the more that I think that I should be prioritizing my anti-zoot tracksuit pants. So I made these Islamic Dilemma hoodies. Of course, you've probably seen Malik advertising these if you have paid attention to his streams and what he has been doing. Seems like almost everywhere he goes, whenever he thinks about me, which is quite a lot for some reason, he's thinking about these Islamic Dilemma hoodies and onesies, and they are pretty cool because they've got the Quran on one side and the Bible on the other. And I was thinking when I made this, it'd be really cool to do, especially since I was doing the onesies. They've got a top half and a bottom half that's all, in one because it's a onesie, right? So I was thinking, on the butt, I should put, all the zoot stuff. But then I was thinking, well, I'm already pushing it, on the Checkmate Jihadis, it was all Quran. On the Islamic Dilemma stuff, I'm doing half Quran, half Bible. I'm already pushing it with that. I'll hold off on the Hadith for now. But now that I have the hoodies and not just the onesies, I have the whole bottom half to play with, not in the zoot sense, but actually to warn people against the zoot sense because, Muhammad promotes his evils and perversions, and we see the followers of Muhammad indulging in and promoting the same sexual deviancies. We see in the Bible, the true scriptures, that it's very clear that the sexually immoral will not enter the kingdom of heaven. And so I do want to warn everybody about that and protect all holes chat with the things from the Hadith and also the things from the Bible that show how evil and false of a Prophet Muhammad really is. And so I think I'm going to have that coming up. I also have a video, Lord willing, I should be releasing tomorrow. I'm editing it currently. I filmed it earlier today, showing how Muslims do not love Jesus. And I give definitive proof. 3 sections going through 3 of the top reasons why Muslims do not love Jesus. And I have the evidence, I have the receipts, chat. And so I'm looking forward to posting that. One of those things is dealing with the sexual deviancies of Muhammad, of Islam, of the followers of Muhammad as well. And you'll see why that's so significant. I know that I've made certain comments here and there But I really go through and prove how this shows that they do not love Jesus. And this is important because this is one of the most common claims I hear from Muslims. Oh, we love Jesus, right? At minimum, they'll say something like that. Typically, if they're going to go that route, I even hear them say things like, we love Jesus more than you do, or we love Jesus more than Christians do, and all these evil things that are so blatantly untrue. But I don't think most Christians really know how to respond to it or really are tackling it in response. They typically try to focus on some other things. And so I wanted to have a video proving without a doubt that Muslims do not love Jesus and what should be done about that. So, Lord willing, yeah, that'll be coming out on my channel, so Elohim, tomorrow. Also, you can check out, let me just get that out of the way. Seek and Share Truth, seekandsharetruth.org. You can sign up for free RSVP to the conference coming up in Ohio. That'll be July 30th through August 2nd. In Cleveland, Ohio. We will be dawa hunting. We will be training and equipping people in apologetics, polemics, and evangelism. We'll be talking about theology. We'll be talking about philosophy. We'll be hanging out. We'll be having debates. We'll be having after parties. Don't worry, there won't be the sort of substances you saw in use in Mohammed Hijab on this stream, but there will be fun, and the fun will not be devoid of, proclaiming the gospel of delighting in the love of the Lord, because he is our joy. And but we will have quite a lot of fun. It is quite a lot of fun when we all show up together and are the body of Christ together, seeking and sharing truth together better than ever before. So hopefully I'll see you guys at that conference. And yeah, if you want to get your very own Islamic Dilemma hoodie,
are you gonna make
go
colors?
to seekandsharetruth.org as well.
Are you
colors?
Gonna do different colors in the future, like black?
What kind of colors do you want?
Personally, I'd rock a black one. I mean, that color is sick. Don't get me wrong. I'm, just curious. Yeah,
it's funny because I don't particularly like yellow. I know a lot of other people don't particularly like yellow, but it's supposed to be like weathered paper, and I actually think it turned out super cool. But I do keep getting the request for black. Actually, black is like one of my favorite colors to do clothing with, and I was considering it from the get-go, but I wasn't really sure how to deal with the symbolism of like black, and then am I doing like white on it? Am I doing that sort of thing? So you said what?
Silver-ish text. I think
silverish
would look sick.
Might be interesting. Yeah, I want to do some sort of black. I'll have to mess with like, do I want to do like half white on black, half black on white, if I just want to do all black with all white text and those sort of things. But yeah, if you have any specific recommendations, let me know, because I can definitely make different versions, and I have been getting that request quite frequently. So I need to look at
someone in the chat said no entry on the butt flop. With no entry on the butt flap.
The butt flap is sewn shut.
Maybe protect all holes.
Yeah, there you go. No entry.
So, Berlin, what do you got coming up?
Man, I'll be honest with you guys. This talking to these guys, dude, it gets so repetitive sometimes. The robotic behavior, the Delulu responses, the ludicrous arguments. I mean, it's tough, but the more I talk to them, the more I realize it's more of a mission, more than it's not always going to be fun, and sometimes it's not going to be enjoyable, but it's a mission. It's a mission. It's something we have to do. It's our duty on behalf of the Lord and for the sake of those that we may save in the future. So, I'll be focusing on going live more, doing more videos, hopefully kicking it with you guys more on YouTube. YouTube seems to be fun. I got to learn some of this stuff because I don't know what I'm doing over here. But Eric from Ohio got me set up with a pretty good basic package here. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Thank you, brethren.
Absolutely. And we'll talk more later on, and we'll probably do some live streams together and get you really going hot on here.
And you got to join me on TikTok more often too. That was fun the other day.
Is that are people able to join lives on TikTok without like a following? Like, is it just like easy to like hit join or something? Because I have like 12 subs or something on TikTok. I haven't
You
really
mean like
been able to
going
figure it out.
live or just joining someone's live?
Yeah, joining somebody's live.
No, you don't need anything. You can just jump on.
You need I have to use the phone to do it. Because you request up through the phone app.
Yeah, it is. It is very mobile based. Like when I'm on my computer on TikTok, it doesn't seem like it has very many options. So you do need your phone. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty easy.
I've been thinking about joining TikTok stuff. I don't know. We'll see. TikTok kind of repulses me, but I think it's an important mission field.
Yeah.
That is true.
Amen.
Thaddeus, what do you got coming up?
Well, before that, there was a gentleman in the chat who was interested in buying 2 hoodies. Is there a special promo code for 2 hoodies?
There is, now that you mention it. Thank you for asking. It's all caps, Malik did this, no spaces, because yeah, it was actually because of him that I even made these to begin with, and he really, really likes them. And of course, he really likes chatting up at least one woman that we know about by using his wonderful words about how he got not 1, but 2 women tricked into being engaged to him at the same time, because 1 is not enough for him. Of course, he wasn't enough for either of them, so they both left him, sadly. But if 1 hoodie is not enough for you, and I get it, because they're pretty fire, I like having multiple myself, then you can use code Malik did this, all caps, no spaces, on seekandsharetruth.org to get $10 off 2 hoodies. Of course, there are other promo codes there as well. Jeremiah 33:3 gets you $3 off 1. And I think it's ID 10 gets you 10% off, which if you buy more than 1, which is technically a better deal, to be fair, than Malik did this. But Malik is baller, and what do you mean out of budget? So if you're too baller for the 10% off, you can get $10 off instead on 2 all caps, no spaces. Malik did this.
Dos Volt. And by the way, for the people in the chat, I've seen a couple of people, agree with L, and it's understandable. There's some repulsiveness going on TikTok, but just so you guys know, the apologetic scene is huge on TikTok. The debate scene is huge on TikTok. So, that's my entire algorithm. I don't really see any of the other stuff, but if you enjoy, theological conversations, trust me.
I hinted to it real quick. I did hint to it at the beginning earlier on, but yes, there are quite a few apologists who are now looking at TikTok as the next battleground. We've kind of ran most of the Dawa guys off of YouTube. They're still here struggling to hang on, but it looks like TikTok is some good game there.
Oh yeah,
so
a lot of the new generation of Christians, dude, they're sharp, guys. They are sharp.
So we'll see. So Thaddeus, what do you got?
All right, so now on me for real this time. So I do have several videos that I'm planning. I think that probably the next thing I'll put out, though, it'll be titled something like Dawa Just Keeps Getting More Embarrassing. I recorded that, sadly, before Mohammed Hijab did a copyright strike, so I'm going to have to add a disclaimer to it, but I don't think I'm going to re-record it. I think I am just going to edit the footage I already have put together. So much stuff kept happening. I kept delaying it, and then Hijab did something so embarrassing that it really should be on the list, but oh well. I'll just put up a disclaimer and say next time we'll cover that, because it's really quite astonishing, honestly, right? I know that there's a recency bias, and I know that we always feel like what's happening now is way more important than what happened in the past. Nice heart. But I think objectively, more has happened to embarrass Dawa this year, this calendar year, than perhaps the last decade, right? I mean,
I
the only
literally
thing that I
remember
can...
you saying this at the end of 2025, Thaddeus, that
Yes.
2025 was the greatest, this, that, and the other, and we're not even halfway through 2026.
I know, and I think we're already at a comparable level. The only thing that makes 2025 possibly more notable, and again, we still got 7 months to go, is that Hijab sex abuse scandal. So I think that's probably a bigger story, maybe. I mean, it's kind of close, right? It's kind of close between the copyright strike and that. And then you got all the other stories this year as well. So, yeah, I think that Dawa is just like unbelievably imploding so far this year. Yep. And unfortunately, as a result, there's just been too much happening for me to keep up. But I do think that'll be the next video. As far as on my channel goes, I'll be streaming with David with a Malik update sometime this weekend. We get to hear about how Malik wants to find a young girl that he can raise to be his wife. I kid you not. That is what we will be hearing in the update. He doesn't use the term groom, but that is clearly grooming. So
you know, I called him out on that the other day. He was not happy. So what do you mean, bro? She's 22. Oh, that's not what I heard, Malik. I don't know, dude.
No, that's not what he was talking about.
So, yep, that update will be coming up soon. And as I said, getting some 3D printed Mohammeds available for sale, so you can have your very own. Mohammed, we'll take his veil off. We'll take his veil off so you can see him one last time. You can have your very own Mohammed to put on your cat's head or whatever else. My cat's here. You can't see the cat. But put on your cat's head or whatever else you want to do with it. Those will be available very shortly. Hopefully you'll see why these were made on Quran Demolition Rants soon as well, but that's beyond my control.
Yeah, Muslims, the era of smiling and nodding Christians is over. We got no cheeks left to turn, just so you guys know.
Mm-hmm. So, Thaddeus, if I
wait. Neither did Muhammad, though. Sorry.
Where would I register to get one of these?
Yes, so if you go to my Patreon, patreon.com/reasonedanswers, I'll put a link in the chat. You can become a free member. You don't have to pay. You don't have to sign up for a donation. Just become a free member, and you will get priority access to get your own 3D printed Muhammad.
I mean, these are pretty detailed.
Someone said Malik showed up at my buddy's church and got punked. We seen. Shout out, Elijah.
And there was a comment in the chat.
By the way, Thaddeus, someone on TikTok told us today that he requested the body cam footage and that it's coming.
Yeah, a couple of people have said that. I didn't personally request it, but a couple of people said that they had done it. So we'll see what comes of that. But there was a comment in the chat that said, a cat would never walk on Muhammad. Well, you got to buy your own Muhammad and then find out, do the experiment whether a cat will walk on Muhammad or not.
Well, guys, you need to make sure you register for these, because I hear that they might be going fast and they might be exploding out the doors pretty soon. So make sure to get yourselves some Mohammeds today.
Kaboom.
And I know you can't see it, but my cat is literally trying to bite Muhammad right now.
Oh, no.
Here, hold on. Let me see if I can get this on camera.
Good kitty.
Artemis.
Legend.
Oh, now she doesn't want to do it. Now she doesn't want to do it.
Artemis.
She was licking her lips, though.
Yep.
There we go. As for me, I will be back this Saturday. We've got another live stream, which Mohammed got everything wrong, or at least most things wrong about the Injil. And that's going to be an open call-in for Muslims to come in and show me where I'm wrong. But I cannot seem to find this Injil or any historical proof it ever existed.
You don't
might
need
slightly annoy.
You don't need proof in Islam. Just the claim.
Hey, sorry. I hate to say something after you were trying to wrap up there, but Allah, only amazing God, made a very insightful comment. He said, "That's Mr. Peanut, not Prophet Muhammad." But as we know, Muhammad's nickname was Mr. Peanut because of his size. Let's just put it that way.
Wait, is that why you made the 1.8-inch version? Is that?
We have the 1.8-inch version
for visual aid.
Was that the thought behind that? Oh my God, that's genius.
It's for visual aid.
This one, hey, this one is Mr. Peanut. All right, this is Mr. Peanut.
Yikes! Greatest example for mankind.
Oof.
Greatest example for mankind, right there.
So real quick here with the poll, it looks like 80% of you guys agree that Mohammed Hijab was drunk, high, and stupid. I would agree.
That's right.
Definitely seems to be that way.
That's right.
So last question I have for the chat. What channels would be good to raid next? Because I want to send you guys over to someone, but I'm not sure. I don't see anyone live on my list.
It's late.
So does anyone have a raid option? I mean, it could still be early on the West Coast. Who knows?
You should check out if Hussein Mani is about
Christian
to
Gadfly. Christian Gadfly is live. I went to my homepage to see if I had any recommendations. Christian Gadfly.
Let me see if I can find that. I don't know if he has it set so I can redirect to him.
If not, you should check out if Hussein Mashni is. He's been streaming almost every night, if not every night, about the names of Allah, and it's been quite enlightening. Did you guys know that one of the names of Allah is like the Harmer? I think it is, and lots of other things that are very destructive that even Muslims can't stand to hear in relation to Allah.
99 names, and Yahweh ain't one. 99 attributes and a left arm ain't one. There you go.
Well, okay, so to be fair on the left arm, there are sources that say that he has a left arm as well. So he's got 2 right arms and maybe 1 left arm. It just depends. But yeah, Yahweh, you can't help that. Even though we had either Liviano or a Liviano wannabe in my stream yesterday. Who was saying that Allah is named Yahweh in the Quran. Oh my
gosh, that was so bad. That was so bad.
Where?
You guys will have to check that out for yourselves on my channel to see that argument. It was an interesting argument. And I'm glad it took time for everyone to hear.
One of the biggest blunders the Quran makes, and it's a underutilized polemic. They don't know God's name. Muhammad had no clue.
So Hussein is not live yet. However, there was a statement that Defending a Lion is also live.
Let me see if I can redirect to him. YouTube's kind of stupid. I don't know why they did this, but they do not allow redirecting necessarily. You said Defending a Lion?
Yes.
All right. I got it wrong, guys.
Okay, yes. He does allow redirects. So we're going to go ahead and send you guys over to there. As the stream ends, you guys should be able to immediately click over there. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to check out the people who were on the panel here. And, well, geez, I don't know, man. Mohammed Hijab's career is in the tanker, and I think it will continue to go downhill from here.
Shambles, just like Dawa.
But let them know that we have sent you over there to do the raid. And as always, Deus Vult.
Love you guys. God bless.
And guide you each.
Catch you on the next one.
The world is searching for truth. Are you? And are you ready to share him? Opportunities await to gather together and get trained, get equipped, and get bold, both online and in person, for free, at one of the best Christian conferences in America. And this year, we're coming to Cleveland, Ohio, yet another city full of people who need Jesus. We all do. The truth, Jesus the Christ said, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest." We've been praying for fellow Christians to continue to rise up and make disciples who make disciples, proclaiming the good news of Christ's gift of eternal life and salvation from sin for those that accept. Many people think they know who Jesus was. Some say he was just a fictional character. Some say he was just a good moral teacher. Some say he was just a prophet. But he says he is the Lord. Do you believe him? Will you help others to believe him as well?
This summer, let's seek and share truth together better than ever before.
Join us for conference sessions on theology, philosophy, apologetics, polemics, and evangelism. Engage in live debates and discussions. Train in helpful methods for pursuing and communicating truth to those around us. Let iron sharpen iron as you fellowship and build friendships. And join with experienced ministries and outreaches aimed at leading the lost to the Lord. As Christians, may we not just go to church. Let's be the church. In 4 action-packed days from July 30th to August 2nd, you'll get opportunities to engage with featured apologists, polemicists, and evangelists, including Dr. David Wood, Atun Tosh, Anthony Rogers, Laura Zeifer, Louis Leinhart, Thaddeus, David Suarez, Mike Jones, Cab Malone, Sister K, Joey F., my husband, dear brother in Christ, and myself, El of El Iso Elohim, and interact with other special guests like the creator and singer of the Islamic Dilemma song, Ben Idemir, and the moderator of Modern Day Debate, Dr. James Coons. Plus, many ministries will be able to present ongoing opportunities to continue in apologetics, polemics, and evangelism efforts, even once this conference is complete.
Lord willing, we would love to have you join us as well. You can register for free today at seekandsharetruth.org.
We hope to see you soon, and may God guide and bless you each.